field technically, but
The cemetery with a fence?
Does it have a fence?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Though the fence may have been knocked down because I think there was windstorms during that
Yeah.
time.
We also know that deer can jump.
yeah.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
No.
No,
I don't know,
they can't.
Well, I don't know because
They're not white guys.
Because there's like a divot in the ground, then it's up a hill, and then there's like a
Yeah, it's like
6-foot
5
fence.
feet.
So it's like
Unless they were eating all that dead grass.
it's like an 8-foot fence.
Well, they were going from the cemetery to the other side of the road, so they may have cleared the fence up at the hill and came down.
Yeah, they didn't want to be with all the dead
No,
people.
that fence was down for a while.
Yeah, because of the windstorms that we had.
I don't remember. I mean, we always have like
it
windstorms.
used to have
stuff.
like green shit on it.
I think it was from the windstorms that knocked down my trees. They just they took forever to put them up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn city, you know.
You're still
Pay your
burning
taxes. What are you doing?
You're
with
still
taxes?
burning
Nothing.
wood.
Yeah,
I'm still burning all the trash.
should have went after the city. There's a fence over there. There wouldn't have been an accident.
my boots.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, it would be nice if you go out the city when you get to, have a, accident related to deer.
Sue the deer. Find the deer and sue him. Or her.
Wow. Okay.
Date.
I'm leaving already. I could have muted you. 'Cause- Come on. Oh, you got to
You gotta poop. Oh my.
Goodbye. I'll see you later.
Well, go ahead.
Turn the humidifier.
Just take your time.
I see your.
It's not like you guys can start without me. I'm literally the last one.
Well, we could. I mean,
But you don't have your headphones on. So.
Yeah, we could have already started.
we could have, but we didn't.
Well, I'm still muted, so it doesn't matter.
No, you're not. That's the other one.
That's the other one.
Yeah, that's the computer one. Because noises. So unless I want to play something through it, I don't want it to come through.
Did you get that hooked up for the new one?
Get what hooked up?
All the noises and all that?
Yeah,
Your new computer looks really nice.
I know.
I do enjoy the color.
I bet I know.
Yeah, that color's a lot better than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have that option when I got mine. It was just a solid silver.
The one thing they don't have anymore is the illuminated
Oh, they don't?
Apple.
Oh yeah, that was old school.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
They should have that.
It doesn't have the LED screen on top though. That basically is like your browser, and you can like
No.
all like your top keys would be like on an LED screen on top. That you can. It was a touchpad.
Oh, yeah, no, I still have a fingerprint sensor, and then I've got all of my apps.
So what made you decide to get a new one?
The other one wouldn't update anymore. And
What
it
was
was it was a Samsung,
Oh.
but it was like
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
dude, like I
Yeah.
probably no, I actually love that thing, and actually I'll still kind of use it, but
Yeah, it'll
it
just be
won't
your porn
update.
computer.
Like it updated it to Windows 10 from
Still
whatever
uses
was
a
before
computer.
that. Yeah, it updated to Windows 10 from whatever was before that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the hardware to actually update to Windows 11.
Right.
And so it's not getting updates anymore. And
It sends you notifications and stuff or something.
no.
No, it just starts slowing down.
It's
'cause
and it's
the
super
programs
slow.
are getting further and further outdated.
Yeah, and it's super slow. So, I was like, well, whatever. And my Best Buy card was actually going to close. And I know you guys, we talk about credit a lot. I didn't want that money to disappear from my
Yeah,
my
that's a
credit rating.
huge ding on your credit if you close out a card.
Yeah, I didn't want it to close, so I was like, well, I do need a new one anyways, so screw it. And I bought a MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I had a Club Cadet card when I bought my lawnmower. I used that because they had 6 months, same as cash.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck that. I'll use that to buy the lawnmower and then just pay it off in 6 months and no interest. And then haven't,
You don't use it. You're not going to use it again,
Yeah.
really. Like,
That's where they get you.
I know, and I have a Goodyear card.
Well, there was no annual fees or anything, so it's not like it cost me anything. So I just, they's like, yeah, you're not using it, so we're closing. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I just didn't want that hit to my fucking credit.
Yeah,
God damn it.
it only hurts it for a little while.
Well, I know, but I needed a new one anyways, and this one's much faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that is because it's an Apple.
Uh-oh. Redbeard, getting a phone call. Uh-oh. Do you need to take that?
I might actually have to take this.
All right. Well, I'll take that.
Okay, bye.
We are professionals here.
Hey, whatever. Well.
So yeah.
No, I like my Samsung computer. I mean, it's new and it's
No,
fast.
so that thing was really cool because it was a convertible, right? It could
Yeah.
also be a
does,
tablet.
Yep,
And
flips
it-
180
Yeah,
degrees.
and it's got the pen with it
Oh,
and
so
everything.
it's,
no, it doesn't
porn
have a pen
computer
with
now.
Mine does.
Tablet.
It's
Get that HD.
well, it's
feels
nice
like you're
is,
there.
you set up into tablet mode or, easel mode and you set it there on the table and you can watch a movie.
Mm-hmm. And it's touchscreen.
Yeah.
You can do that with a regular computer. Just set it up. Screen.
Okay, but when I bought this thing, it was like 2010.
And that was new technology.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Being able to go from a laptop, flip it over
Into a tablet.
Yeah, that was new.
Yeah, and it made it fully touchscreen. And when it actually flips all the way around, it actually disables the keyboard.
Yep.
So you don't accidentally type shit.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're just holding it on the back, all of a
Yeah.
sudden you just start typing random
It's like
shit.
that episode in Ghost.
And I did find out, I mean, not that I need it, but my computer can play Fallout 4 on the PC.
Oh, this will definitely be able to. I just
It
play it on
probably
the Xbox.
can, but it. Yeah.
Oh, it can.
Yeah.
This bitch has a fucking 36 core, goddamn M3
Yeah.
Max chip. Okay, well, welcome to another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast.
I just turned mine completely into silent
I'm
mode.
your
What you
host.
can do is fold this up and set it
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
set it on there. I am your host, Papa Smurf.
I am the Viking.
I'm Redbeard.
That kind of sounded like a leprechaun. I'm not gonna lie.
I am Florida man.
And I'm 31.
You're back to 31?
Yeah, I think he should be because he's back to work.
Back
he
to
is
work, and I'm
walking.
back to walking. I just got a nice pimp limp going.
Ish.
Pimp
He's back
limp?
to work. Ish.
Yeah. You know, it's hard out here for a
Yeah.
pimp.
Yeah.
Trying to earn $1 for a rent.
Nah. Weather has been fairly nice up here. Me and Florida Man has been hitting the road on the bikes. We're waiting for Redbeard to pull the trigger.
It'll happen.
I know it will. I know it will.
Yeah. The cuss storm that we received when he can't sell all our bikes out the side.
Bullshit,
We
man.
told you we met him at work, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even more bullshit, honestly.
That shit was great.
These idiots came by my house honking and revving their engine and right at the time that I was leaving to go get dinner last night.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
His wife came running out to the garage. Oh, I'm just making sure you're not. What'd she say?
Oh,
I
so
don't
she
know,
can run now, so
bouncing?
she's fine, so you don't need to
she
take care of her
ordered it,
anymore?
so
Yeah.
she was paying for it, and I didn't grab her card, and I didn't grab my phone because I was getting ready to leave, and I saw you guys. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go figure out what the fuck these guys are.
And we didn't want anything.
Yeah.
No.
Just say hello.
Yeah, we were just.
Friend.
If I knew where you lived, I know the street, but if I knew where, we would.
I mean,
we
you'd probably be able to find me because of my Jeep, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, you'd probably just stumble upon it
and I
eventually.
know
You'd be
what
like, oh, there it is.
Well, I know what route it is on.
Yeah, so
so
you'd probably find it.
You just keep driving the whole route.
Yeah.
Somewhere around
Everything in that zone just circle up and down.
we'll just start buzzing your house. You fucking assholes!
Get a bike and come with us.
It's the weirdest kind of gang initiation there is.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the problem is you two aren't tied down to anybody. We actually have significant others that we have to answer to.
I know, and that makes it even more funny when we come by your house and start revving our engines and like, you want to go ride bikes?
Honey, can I go ride bikes with my friend?
Yeah. Pretty much.
No, you got chores.
You got chores to do.
I'll do them when I get back. I promise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
that never happens.
So you're coming back to our office.
Yes, I am.
One more week
One
of
more
freedom.
week on Saturday.
and then a week of hell, and then I'm gone for
Yeah, then I'm gonna be
11 days.
He's gonna be fucking bugging me on my days off. Let's go bike ride. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That actually pretty much is exactly what it is. Like, so we going riding?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I heard it.
Oh,
9:55.
Wasn't me this time.
Wasn't me.
It was the drink.
it's the bourbon ale.
Yeah. It's really good,
It's
though.
really
It
good.
is.
It tastes a little bit like church wine, but yeah.
It is strong, too.
It is, well, yeah, I mean, it's 9%.
Yeah.
And it's been sitting in the fridge for a
nice.
while, so.
Yeah. Somehow,
very
somehow still
tasty.
good. Last time I had one of these was when my dad and I finished chopping all that wood.
Wild tea.
So I think,
You chopped wood with your dad.
speaking of alcohol, I think I'm gonna start gathering the ingredients for the Bananas Foster and the pina colada meads.
If you like pina colada,
Getting caught in the rain.
boom.
It's gonna. I gotta.
into yoga.
I need to be up by like
in your waters.
12 pounds of honey for the spicy one.
But you got to hook up, right?
Huh? Yeah.
You got to hook up now.
Yeah. It still costs money.
Just get bees. man.
$8 a pound times 12 is a lot
Yeah,
of fucking
just get
money.
some bees.
I tried to convince the wife to let me start a beehive, and she's like, "No."
It's only $96. What's the
How much
96?
to start a hive?
Oh, now
No,
you know
for-
how to
No,
math?
for the 12 pounds of honey.
Oh. Wait, what'd you say?
Now he knows how to math?
I did see, but the problem, like, at least with that one, I know that it's locally sourced honey, no additives. Amazon's got like a 12-pound bucket for $55, but you don't know
Where it's coming
if
from.
it's coming
Yeah.
from multiple hives.
And
You
we're
don't
going to
know
have
if
to
they're
deliver
adding
it,
sugar.
so.
That's true.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's 12 pounds.
Just text your mailman and be like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry."
It's just honey.
Don't complain, and you'll get a bottle of mead.
Yeah. Also, don't throw it.
You should dress up as Pooh Bear to get it from him.
Put any more weight, it won't be a problem.
Well, he's on the same day off as you, though, isn't he? Oh, not now.
Not anymore, no.
Yes, he could do it.
Yeah, you definitely should do that.
Winnie the Pooh, wait for him.
Record it and show everybody.
Yes.
My honey pot.
Put it in here.
You got to go full costume now. Just a shirt though, just a red shirt, no bottoms.
Oh, definitely.
You're gonna sure cock it.
You just need
Don't
yellow,
worry, man.
yellow body paint.
Nobody wants to see
That-
that.
Then you
That's
go to
gonna be a sight.
then you go to Mrs. Blake and like, "Hey, you want to play with the Pooh Bear?"
I got a bucket of honey.
Dip it in.
Stick your hand in this, honey.
Use it as a, what's that little stick called?
The honey spoon.
Yeah, the honey spoon.
That little stick.
And then he takes another trip to the ER. Why are you here? I got honey in my dick.
You're not getting any morphine this time.
They barely wanted to give you it the first time.
Oh, shit.
My injuries weren't severe enough for the good stuff on the spot.
No.
Pussy.
One little rock.
No, in fairness.
go.
I mean, in fairness, I was able to stand up on my own.
I probably could have.
Well,
I
I can say
didn't
when
wanna
they
risk
rolled you over and your knee with the or your leg with the other direction, like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, you saw that video and it's fucking.
Should have seen it when he tried to get up right after.
Yeah.
Just, oh no.
No, but.
I just can't believe you laid there on your belly. I would have like at least tried to roll over and sit up, even if somebody had to move your leg with you.
Nah, he had some good shock going on for a
Yeah,
while.
and then
if I saw
hypothermia.
that, I would have freaked the fuck out.
The hypothermia wasn't
I didn't really
until
experience
after.
the
No,
hypothermia
I would
until
just be
I
a
got.
smart ass.
I know, but I didn't experience that till I got into the ambulance.
Yeah.
When everything went away, and then they tried to throw on like 3 blankets on me, and I was still shivering my ass off. And they're like, "Let's turn the heat on." Why does the heat work? Oh, the heater was broken 3 months ago. We just never got it fixed. Fuck.
It's only going into winter. Fuck it.
It was right on the edge of winter, too. It was. Nah, fuck it. Our patients
I mean,
don't
but
need
in
heat.
fairness, winter in Ohio can be in
It could be
November,
50 like it
December,
was, or it could
January,
be-
February,
Or it could be
March.
-5.
Yeah.
So
How does it feel to be the reminder that they needed to fix it?
it felt good.
They didn't fix it.
Well, these guys don't remember. They're not gonna fix that because
Yeah.
they couldn't even remember to bring a splint.
Yeah.
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 They're like, all right, who's got the splint?
Somebody
And then
Like,
everybody was
this is like a volunteer fucking EMS. Jesus
I don't
Christ!
think
Yeah,
so.
out
Were
there,
they volunteer? But they showed up and they were like, all right, who brought the splint? And everybody's looking at everybody else like.
and one of them should have said, "Oh shit, I'll go get it," and run back.
Well, somebody did, but by that time it was they had already were. They're like, fuck it, we're doing this now. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. I had a great time.
You did.
Ketamine's fucking awesome, man.
He didn't stop talking.
No, because the one cop tried to distract me, so he's like, I was wearing the Motley Crue shirt, and he's
That
like,
was an EMT, but
I thought it was an actual.
No, it was the younger cop.
Yeah.
he did too
with
because the
beard.
EMT that was at his head was talking to him
That's
too.
who I was talking. That's at least who I remember talking to
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, he was one carrying.
Because he talked about the Zen.
Yeah,
Because you were like, can I put a Zen in?
I just wanted to bite down when they
did
started
not
flipping me
think
over.
that. We thought
He's
you
like,
wanted
no, you're not having. I'm like, come on, it's just one. What are you gonna be a dick about it?
little upper decky lip pillow.
I just need a buzz going
Little Zenachino, little Obi-Wan Zenobi.
So I think while we're talking about his accident, it might be time for.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We got you a birthday present.
I know it's early.
Oh, I shut you off.
It's okay. We're silencing the liberal vote.
It is early.
Be gone.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
we saw it.
You're fired.
Yes. It's in purple too.
That's blue.
That's blue. I actually purposely bought it in blue, knowing you're colorblind.
So it is a T-shirt, and it's upside down written, said, "Is my bike okay?"
I'm gonna wear this to my next surgery.
Yes. Perfect.
I thought you said you didn't need any more surgery.
Oh, about that.
So this motherfucker, he was doing that to be a dick.
I honeypotted y'all.
And then, and I was like, great, you don't need a surgery. And then he fucking called in.
So I called him, and I basically said I don't need the surgery now. The doctor said I'm at a point where I can delay it up till like the fall if I needed to, if I wanted
You
to.
can build up some more sick time.
yeah, we told him so he could miss another fucking
Winter.
Christmas.
Yeah, that too.
But I decided that I'm gonna do it in May, just to get it over with.
Eh.
So
I personally, I think that's probably the right call.
He's still
but-
going to be out for another 6 months.
Yeah, you need to wear that to PT as well.
see how they all know about it.
Exactly.
This is my new hospital shirt.
Yeah, I was scrolling through and I saw that shirt. I'm like, oh, I got to get that for her.
That was the conference that we had.
I figured.
Yeah,
Whether
I
to
brought
give
it
it
with
to you
me. I
today or
wasn't
not.
sure where wanted to wait till close to your birthday or
Yeah,
this
I
week.
totally
but
forgot.
And seeing how my last day of work will be my birthday.
yeah,
Yeah.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Wait, what is your actual birthday?
15th.
And then yours is the 17th?
17th.
Okay.
I'll be in Columbus.
And you'll be on vacation.
Yeah.
well, he had to go to the diplomat's wedding, so that's why I took it off.
I wanted my birthday off.
He's the only one that. Well, this will be the first time in like 3 years I've actually worked on my birthday.
I don't ever take my birthday off.
Mine was always, hey, you need to put in for a vacation. Okay, let me see what's available. Oh, the week of my birthday's available. Okay. It just happened to work out that way. That's what it was.
I don't give a shit about my birthday.
Yeah,
I don't care about it, but
No,
tried
neither
to
do I. But
celebrate-
it's one of the things. It just happened to where every time I put in for a vacation, the week of my birthday is available. So I'm like, okay, might as well.
After 5,000 years, you know, birthdays just become another day.
Don't give you such a crick in the neck.
Actually, it was probably about right after 21. That's when I decided every 5 years I was going to. 21? 25, 30, you know, just celebrate every 5 years.
I thought it was every 100.
So even if he celebrates every 5 years, how many birthdays has he had?
A lot.
And this,
Too fucking many.
in this group of friends, he's had 40. 43.
That he tells us.
Yeah.
That's what I say. In this group of friends, yeah,
yeah.
How's it with your family?
Which family?
Yeah,
this current one.
this current one.
So far, so good.
Now, will your daughter live forever since you passed on that gene, or is it?
God, I hope not.
He needs a break. He's gonna have to figure out how to move everyone now.
Yeah. I don't really want to have to deal with, in 200 years, her going, Dad, can I borrow the credit card? Fuck off! Get a job!
There won't be credit cards in.
It'll be all Neuralink.
Yeah. Is that what that's called?
The Elon Musk.
The Elon Musk one,
it's
Neuralink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that guy doing? Anybody heard?
There is no fucking way you're sticking anything like that in my head.
Hell no.
Hell yes. That's awesome.
You would do it?
Maybe.
Well, they also have
After
another
a
thing
while.
now where
After everybody else gets it and I see what happens to them, and if it's okay, then yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
but you
Well,
wouldn't-
here's the thing, and then,
Not right away.
obviously, I'm not a religious person, but I've studied religion.
the mark of the beast.
The
Say.
mark of the beast, literally in Revelations, talks about
And
you
in
will
a
have to
plant.
have that mark to be able to buy and sell,
Correct.
and it will be on the skin.
Almost like the vaccine.
I'm glad I have somebody else to shake their head, because I've been dealing with this one for over a year.
No, even I shook my head on that. First off, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Second of all, you said the vaccine. There are multiple vaccines.
The jab.
Fauci, ouchie.
The Fauci ouchie, yes. Okay, the Fauci.
Welcome to the group, Redbeard.
I don't know how we went from Neuralink to vaccines,
Oh,
but
this is how Florida man thinks.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's invasiveness to the body, so
Yeah.
they're sort of the same, maybe.
Yeah, kind of, maybe.
Well, they have a thing now where they have a chip in your the top of your wrist where it has like your credit card information.
I thought it was the palm of the hand.
It's one of those two, but then like every time you check out at a grocery store, you can just if it has
Yeah.
a tap,
No
you just
thanks.
tap your wrist.
I mean,
Hell no.
so kind of convenient.
So you're saying you do
Kinda
believe
stupid.
in the Bible?
Also, what happens when you change your credit card?
Exactly. Oh, someone stole my information. Time to get a new chip implanted in my arm.
Right.
No, they're going to
Well,
have
actually-
to cut it out.
No, honestly, if it's that advanced,
Reprogram it.
yeah, I should just be able to put here. Oh, here's my new credit card
and,
information.
the problem is if it's that easily reprogrammed,
it can be easily
somebody's
hacked.
going to walk by with their
Yeah.
phone and copy it, and then
Yeah.
You're gonna have to wear RFID gloves.
You're just gonna be accidentally purchasing things. You're like, ding, ding. Oh shit.
Kind of
You
like
go to
those,
that. You go to that one Apple, that one Amazon store where
Oh,
you
yeah,
can just
it's
walk
just-
out with stuff. Like
Yeah, you bought the whole store.
You know that store was fake, right?
that was never a thing.
Okay, so Amazon actually came under fire about that. So this is what happened with this Amazon store. So supposedly this Amazon store, you could pick something up off the shelf and put it in your cart, and it would automatically.
Yeah, it was all
just
automated.
knew, right? Bullshit! It wasn't automated. They found out there were fucking people in India watching the fucking cameras.
That makes sense.
Watching the fucking cameras and making sure that what it was.
How do you get that job?
You gotta
live in India.
Yeah.
you gotta live in India.
Oh, he got cereal. Write that down.
Exactly, and then
He got Kellogg's. Write it
Toothpaste.
down.
And so what was automated was actually people watching video.
that's
Now
some bullshit.
there was some automation to it,
It's probably through AI, and then the people in India are just like confirming.
well, and so but they found out that they were actually doing more of the work than the AI actually was. And that's why I don't know if you guys have seen stories lately that like Amazon is selling all that technology to other stores just because they're closing those stores.
Well, there was
because they don't
also
work.
talk of, I think Walmart started, it has a couple of stores that are doing it that have automatic stockers.
Like
So,
robot.
so a
robots?
robot that goes out and restocks the shelves.
Well, for fuck's sake, let's get it going because
I mean, that's Walmart's MO at this point.
But here's the thing.
their shelves, you never know. You could walk in there one day and their shelves could be completely stocked and everything's good. And the next day you walk in there and it looked like fucking Armageddon.
Yeah.
It's
That's because they got looted.
Especially the one down the street here has one of the most stolen from Walmart.
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah.
I go to mine, out there and it just doesn't fucking it pisses me
I like
off.
how when I go to Walmart, I feel normal. even with my limp and my big ass shoe, I feel normal. I feel more normal.
Listen,
You're the
so
people of Walmart. That's what you are.
So I typically do my grocery shopping at Walmart because, let's face it, Giant Eagle's fucking expensive as shit.
It's terrible.
Aldi, I would go to, but I don't understand it. I don't know it.
You've never been to
basically
a
not-
Publix.
That Aldi just got put in over by you too, right?
Yeah. So it's like still new and everything, but the whole thing like gets to me where there's like no bags and
Yeah.
like shit. Like
You can
And
get
then-
bags.
But yeah, you have to pay for.
gotta pay for 'em.
Yeah,
paper
you
bags.
basically just
No,
bring your
I
own
know.
bags.
Or you
I
there's
just
like
bring my own.
There's a lobster cage full of like
Boxes.
the boxes.
Yeah.
So you can just take empty boxes.
And
put
I know,
stuff
but
in.
it's like it's kind of intimidating, right?
Yeah, I
Because-
guess so.
because I need to go grocery shopping, and it's not the same shit that's in Walmart.
It's really not that much cheaper anymore either.
and
That's
my
the
girlfriend
issue.
That was the
shops
whole
at Aldi.
point.
That was the whole point of Aldi,
It's-
yeah.
Everything's off brand, everything's cheap, and
Right.
so you're
Have
gonna break the damn table.
Have you
Whoops.
checked out that Meijer that they put in near you?
So I have
you
been to
near-
Meijer a
Yeah,
few
I
times,
saw
and
Near
Meier's
him?
kind of
Yeah.
it's
I'm getting
It's
ads.
closer to me.
It's
right?
closer to you,
Oh,
but
yeah, the one
it's-
that's been there for
It's
like a year
actually
now.
kind of right in the center of both of us. It's not that far.
Yeah.
I have been in there quite a few times actually. The thing with Meijer is it's really not that much
price wise. It's
price wise as Walmart. Like they're
No,
pretty much
no,
the same.
they basically are the same thing.
It's
just a new
it's
store.
I say it's like a middle tier Walmart.
I would say
the reason why I
upscale
say
Walmart.
that is Meijer is pro union.
Oh, nice.
So
So no robots.
yeah, so they actually sign. The ones that came in here actually signed on with the UFCW of the area.
Oh, okay.
So
all right, well maybe I'll have to start shopping at
well, that's why I
Meijer.
mentioned it, because we do try to be talk pro union and
What
stuff
is
like
a
that. No,
Meijer?
not. It's basically a
grocery
Walmart.
store. It's a middle tier. So if Walmart's
It's a
like
red
bottom
version of
tier,
Walmart.
and then there's the middle tier, which is Meijer. Then there's the upscale, which is Target.
Target.
Yeah.
Target.
Yeah.
So, but price wise, it's pretty much the same as
Yeah,
Walmart.
yeah. They directly compete with each
Imagine just
other.
a fancy Walmart.
Target has better clothes.
Well, of course they do, but that's because Target was never a grocery store at
No.
first.
a
Okay,
clothes- it's
I
a-
didn't know that. I
it's
maybe
a
I'll have
home
to start.
goods that
I'll have to
sells
start
food.
going to Meijer.
Yeah, they made a big deal about it when I was going through management training for Giant Eagle. That this Meijer's coming in. Well, you need to go over there and look at their prices and how they do things. I'm like, we need to know how to compete. I'm like, you guys.
You're gonna have to cut everything in half.
I'm like, you guys are stupid for thinking you can compete with Meijer.
You can't.
Just like you think you can compete with Walmart, because one of the reason why Walmart's food items are cheaper is because they have major markups on their clothing and electronics and all that.
Right.
We don't sell that shit. We're a grocery store. We're
Actually,
never
it's technically-
compete on
it's
even
technically-
scale with them.
It's a whole different industry.
I should be.
What Walmart compared to Giant Eagle?
Yeah, Giant
Yeah.
Eagle is considered a grocery store, supermarket, I think, and then Walmart and Meijer, and I think when you get into like Sam's Club and Costco, they're like wholesale. They're considered wholesale because they sell a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
they
But
sell
that's the
more
thing
than
is, like,
just
we
food.
no grocery store, and this is the reason why Walmart has become such a popular big thing, is no other local grocery stores can ever compete with them because they can just undercut their costs on the food side and make up the difference over on the other side.
Well, I would prefer to shop at Giant Eagle, but I just can't pay those prices.
I get it.
Like I can't.
I would love to shop at the grocery store that closed down right here on the main road.
Oh, they're gone basically.
Yeah, there's
What
only
is there?
like-
One left.
I think there's two. There's one close to you, and there may be one more somewhere.
There's one
That's it.
close.
And I would even
Yeah,
advocate
I think
for
that's.
like
I think that
cheap
might be the only
prices.
one that's left.
I think that's the
Yeah.
only one that's left too.
Yeah,
Well,
because the
yeah.
one by my station closed.
Yeah,
There's-
that
yeah,
one's
that
done.
one
That one closed? That was the other one.
Yeah.
Is their
Okay.
color scheme green?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, their CEO is a fucking idiot with
Yeah.
lots of issues.
He fucked his kids over too.
Yeah.
Why is that?
He
Piss
like
poor
bailed and
business decisions.
left the country apparently.
oh, really?
Yeah.
God, nice.
Yeah, that store is
Keep getting
hanging
game
on by the
updates.
skin of
There
its
is
teeth.
no God.
So,
Diplomat's not here. We don't have to have that conversation.
Okay.
one of the perks of being in the food industry, during that time is, that was another thing. Oh, you're competing with that company. No, we're not. We're not even close to competing with that company because that company's going under.
Yeah.
So
You know, if
with
anything,
them-
we're destroying them.
Oh God, yeah.
So with Myers throwing the one up where I live, right next to the Walmart, should Walmart be closing soon?
No.
Walmart ain't gonna close. No, because Walmart.
No, actually, that's the MO of those companies is
Okay.
if one's there, the other one will be
know,
right
like,
across the street
It's the
or right
McDonald's
next to.
Burger
I
King
know,
paradox.
like,
Yeah.
down
McDonald's.
in Florida, Wawa and 7-Eleven, they build right in front
Yeah.
of each
Yeah.
other.
So
And-
McDonald's will go in and do research and find the best corners and find the high market areas, and then Burger King will build a store across the
Right
street.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. The same kind of thing. One, like if a Meijer pops up, a Walmart will be right behind it. It's only starting to here because they finally were pushing their market because Meijer is actually based out of Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they started in Michigan and have been working their way south.
So it's kind of like the reverse in a sense, where they're just trying to find out where areas where the Walmart is and then where they
have
where
to
they
get-
think they can market to.
Well, that and permitting and stuff like that. There's
Right.
various contracts. Like we had a contract with Giant Eagle had contracts where like we won't go into this specific area. So like it's weird. Giant Eagle's a Pittsburgh-based company, so they're everywhere in Pennsylvania,
Right.
and they started to branch west, and now they're skipping like Indiana. But going on the other side of Indiana.
Well, that's why I think
Because
Meijer. I think Meijer did that because I feel like I've seen Meijer south.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we're just now kind of
Yeah,
getting
and
them.
Meijer was really big up in the northern part of Ohio.
Yeah, like near like Toledo. And,
Toledo area,
well,
yeah.
of course, yeah. If they're coming from Michigan.
But, so they've been slowly, I mean, I was shocked when they were bringing it down here. I'm like, well,
I was
okay.
like, my parents are getting one up where they live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now that they got this,
of money.
they got the clearance to be in this market. It was probably a non-compete agreement they had with Walmart in this area, and that lasted so many years. Because that's insider trading bullshit.
That's what they do.
Yeah, like we're not gonna. We'll let you have this area if you let us have this area. There's a non-compete for those areas for so many years.
Kind of like our nuclear treaties with Russia.
Yeah,
Yeah, that are about to expire.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
Yay.
No.
Fallout in real life, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to watch the world.
speaking of Redbeard, have you watched Fallout?
I have not yet.
Oh, what the fuck is
I know.
wrong with you?
Give you homework assignments.
I'm
and
not
you don't
gonna
even
lie.
do 'em.
You haven't finished A Man Called Otto.
I need to finish all of them. I get on like Netflix and I'm like, I just sit there and I'm like, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna go lay down now.
Too much fucking
You
weed.
spend like 3
Yep.
hours looking for
Yep.
something to watch, and then you're like, all right, I'm
Yeah,
done.
pretty much.
I will say this: if you do watch the TV series, you don't need to know about the video game.
No, you don't.
I would
clue.
just watch the show. I don't care about the video game or
I'm just
whatever.
saying you don't need to know the backstory
Yeah.
of what's going on. They actually
No.
explain and make the backstory more realistic, more understandable.
Lifelike, realistic is it's a great show. They
Oh yeah.
they actually did a really good job
Plus,
with that.
plus
so.
making Matt Berry as Mr. Handy is fucking awesome. That was the best choice they could
That's
have
not
made.
a good name,
Matt Berry,
Mr.
No,
Handy.
Handy.
Mr. Handy, yeah.
Servicing all your needs in the house.
Yep.
I did.
Well, we all watched something together that wasn't very well
Oh
done.
my God! How could I forget about this? Last week we had a mandate.
Yes.
Mandate.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
And I did too. That's how awesome this movie was. We went and saw Civil War.
Florida
Yeah.
man's made up girlfriend made fun of me for my male pattern baldness.
Well,
at 26.
26.
Man, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should dump
Okay.
her.
Yeah, that's jacked up. Can't go.
He
after-
can't get rid of a fucking personality like that.
That's true.
It doesn't just work.
Yeah.
I'll just do it right now.
Is it over?
Just gotta shit her out.
Carlos sent her on vacation.
Yes, he did. So I saw something where Civil War was only supposed to be about the reporters
Okay, so
Well, it was.
Okay, so Civil War. This
and showing
movie.
what they go through.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, this is going to be huge spoiler alert if you haven't seen Civil War. I'm not going to say don't see it.
Wait.
I'm
Wait,
going
it's
to
a-
say
it's a wait.
I'm going to say when it's streaming,
Yeah, wait for digital.
wait for it to stream on something.
It won't be long.
It won't be long. Well, my opinion is, from all the hype and everything, like, we were waiting for, like, a movie about a civil war in America, right? That's not what we got. Not at all.
A modern civil war.
Yeah.
Yeah, preview's very misleading.
Very misleading. So it did follow this group of journalists.
Yeah.
I guess you could call them journalists.
Photographers.
Yeah.
Mostly photographers and one guy who...
We assume is a journalist at this point.
I guess, yeah. Between him and the old guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And, they're going across America. They're trying to get to Washington, D.C. before the fighting forces get there to take it over.
It's at the end of the conflict, and you can tell that the final battle is approaching. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem with that movie is it gives you no context at all.
None whatsoever.
We don't know what started the Civil War. We don't know why there's a Civil War. We don't know how long this war has been going on.
We don't know what side's fighting for.
The only thing we know is the president got a third term, and
California and Texas have teamed up.
Yep.
So it's fictional.
Unlikely alliance.
So, the action in the movie, the tactics were not good.
I'm trying to watch the fucking movie, and fucking Papa Smurf is like, "No, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it." Like, no, they're gonna die.
You gotta cover certain spots.
The door, man.
They did not pie doors at all. They were going up a set of stairs, and that's what threw me off at the first place. They were going up a staircase that weaves back and forth. I mean, your basic staircase that everybody learns how to, cover. And they had more than enough guys to cover that staircase, and they didn't cover shit.
Would you say that action in the movie is what ruined your suspension of disbelief?
It's very likely, because when I saw... these are supposed to be, and that was the Western Front, right?
Yeah.
That's what they were called. And they were supposed to be...
We believe so. They could just be a different militia group.
I guess they could be, but I was under the impression that they were part of, this Western Front that was marching towards D.C. to...
The civilian aspect of the...
But they weren't civilian. They had fucking F-35s and all the military equipment you could have.
I'm saying those
in
guys
the building.
in that
may have been civilian recruits
that joined, and they didn't have the
training.
Because they were going around. That one group didn't even have like fatigues on. They were wearing
just
street clothes with
I mean, maybe that's
chest
it,
plate.
but
I mean, that's another confusing aspect of it, though, too, because those guys are in street clothes, and then when you get closer to the end of the movie, everyone's in full military gear.
Well,
so it's like, that's where the context is like, okay, so who are they with there?
Right.
What, what's going on? And then you get to the end, and it's like, we have all of this military equipment, helicopters, you name it, they have it all.
But even if they were fighting for or with the Western Front, you'd think there has to be some kind of training, because the Western Front is apparently winning this war, right? Against the American government.
Again, you don't know that until they start attacking D.C.
Well, you don't really know that, but the fact that everyone that they almost came across seemed to be marching towards D.C. for this final battle. So if you're actually winning this fucking war against the American side of things, I'm not even going to say the American military, because it doesn't seem like
it seems like the military was split.
Well, barely.
Yeah.
It seemed like more of the military was part of that Western Front.
Right.
So there has to be some type of training. There has to be some kind of tactics. And for these guys, one, to still be fucking alive. If they're walking into buildings that way, they're not going to fucking stay alive very long.
Maybe that's why they were not at Washington.
Maybe.
They're the cleanup crew just picking up the stragglers.
But these guys, I mean, all it would have taken was for one guy on the fucking staircase, he would have taken them all out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just so fucking terrible. Maybe their tactics in that is what I was like, okay, I'm out. I don't know.
Well, I was always saying that because you guys give me shit about when I say something in a movie that ruins my suspension of disbelief.
And it might have been because it was totally... And even in the final fucking battle, when they're trying to get into the White House, it was guarded by the guards and the gates and everything. And I'm like, what are you stupid fucks doing? Like... There is no reason. Take a fucking AT-4, which is a rocket, right? Boom, done, gone. None of this.
Well, they had air power. You think they could have just
Plus, they had air
airstrike.
power. They had fucking helicopters. They had fucking F-35s.
Well, that's one of the things I don't understand is, they go in there, they make all this effort to get to the president. Well, wouldn't they be making that effort to actually capture him and like hoist him in front of everyone to make him answer for his crimes? But they don't.
Not to mention put an end to the war and signed a treaty to dissolve it.
That and all these people that were outside of the fence line, right, fighting all these people, and you get into the White House and there's 4 fucking people.
Yeah.
That just happened to look back and see the reporters making their way to the White House.
I just right. And
they just happened to see it. Like, they didn't call anyone else. They didn't go on their comms and be like, "Oh, hey, the reporters are going in. Maybe we should,
and
check
that was
especially once they realized that the president wasn't in the limo.
That would have been like, okay, let's go.
All right, to the White House.
You would have had a whole contingent fucking storming the castle.
Yeah.
Right? And
well, also, they didn't let the whole movie, like, no one's allowed to surrender. They just kill everybody, and we're missing so much context.
yes. There was context with my comment of storming the castle, and we were talking about our bike ride that me and Florida Man went on.
I took it differently.
Oh, well, so you said when we came back, you were like, I feel like the mom there, waving to everyone.
Bye, kids. Hope you have fun.
And I
had dinner ready.
And I was like, have fun storming the castle. Fucking Princess Bride.
Yeah.
You've seen that one, right?
The Princess's Bride? Yes, I have seen the Princess Bride.
The Princess's Bride? You sound like Florida Man.
Princess's Bride.
The Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride.
Have fun storming the castle. Anyways, that popped.
Andre the Giant is rolling in his grave from that one.
That's a great movie. He did great in that movie.
Oh, yeah. No, I meant the comment, the Princess's Bride.
Oh, the Princess's Bride.
Yeah.
Actually, if you think about it, in today's world, if you updated the title, maybe that's what it would be called. The Princess's Bride.
As you wish.
As you wish. I come up with... The Princess Bride is probably the movie that gets quoted by me a lot, by more than any other movie.
That one and Monty Python were big ones with my group
Monty
before I met you guys.
Monty Python's a big one. We actually started doing Monty Python just the other day. You were off, I think, and we were doing Monty Python. I remember where I was. I don't remember what day it was.
Every time I want to throw out an insult I don't really mean, I say, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Anyways, so Civil War, I had an issue with all that. And then, so it is following these journalists. Great. Okay, so that's the perspective we're going to get. These journalists were not armed. But for some reason, they found themselves literally in the shit the whole time.
Yeah, which I find weird. Like, why would they let them get that close? I understand that, war reporting is a thing, but I don't know. It just seems like that was
even in the opening credits when she was taking pictures of the guys that were captured.
What we thought was a protest, I guess. I thought it was a protest.
It looked like it was in some African country with the guy with the tire on his body. Why would whoever's in charge or whoever the main force is that are torturing and going to kill these guys, why would they let them be that close?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you would have gotten that picture with the telephoto lens.
Yeah. That would be one of those things. You're standing pretty far back. You're not right up in that.
If you can feel the heat off the flames, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it was a little. I think it was a little hard to believe in a lot of the movies. When it calmed down and they were just talking like people. When they were at like that encampment that was at that stadium and stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff was very easily believable for me. Like I understood that. The one chick who was, developing her film on the go, like that was pretty cool. I thought that was cool. But the other chick just had a digital camera. But they never charged batteries. They never anything.
Well, that one, like I said, when we were discussing, I think that one was more of they probably have multiple batteries in the truck. They've,
they have
power inverters and stuff like that.
But I guess that just goes into more of the fact that they explained absolutely nothing in this movie.
Yeah.
And and it drove me nuts a little bit because we all read the news stories and all the other things. People are out losing their mind because of this fucking movie and blah, blah, blah. It had next to zero political.
It wasn't political at all.
No.
Almost nothing was political about it at all.
No, they didn't even describe anything like, what,
Why are they fighting the war?
Not only that, like the president. Yeah, he had 3 terms, but was this right versus left?
That could have just been a Zelensky moment. They were in the middle of the civil war instead of trying to do a new election.
Yeah, we have no context of what's going on. We don't know if it was the president that caused it.
It could have been something weird, like he was the vice president then, and the president died,
right?
And then that, you know what I mean? Like, but. I'm not saying it was, but we just don't know. And I just needed some fucking context.
And then at the end, they're clearing the White House. I know you fucking hated this.
God, that was fucking terrible.
The young girl, just for some reason, just goes right in the middle of the fucking hallway to take a picture in the middle of a firefight, which they're fucking on. They're like in the shit.
Yeah.
And then Kirsten Dunst's character just fucking shoves her out of the way and just stands there.
Yep.
That was tackle, not try to get out of the way herself, tackle and roll. No, just stands there. And then the little girl, as she's getting shot, just takes pictures.
Which I also feel like the military, like one of the military guys would have reacted more to get her out of the line of fire.
It was just for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
It was, and I get that because previously in the movie she talked about, you know, if I was shot, would you take my picture, so I get it.
Yeah, but foreshadowing there.
Yeah, there was, but like
No, I wanted to see a movie that was, for lack of a better term, actually showing the dismantling of the country and what could happen and that kind of stuff. And not even more political, just differing viewpoints or whatever.
Or at least like in the first 20 minutes, tell us what happened.
Yeah.
we gotta have something.
You could have kept the same, say it was like an hour and a half. You could have kept the same hour and a half, but just add 20 minutes in the beginning as a preface saying what happened, what caused this, why are each side fighting for what.
Yeah, and then they're in West Virginia and they come across that city that's just
boutique and
fucking untouched, basically. And could that be possible? Yeah, but how many places are untouched then? Because they all kept talking about, I have family who live in Colorado. I have family in Montana, and they just think the war's not happening. So is this really like, this isn't even like a...
Well, no,
it's almost like a Twitter fight
they
that came to
were
life.
trying to pretend it wasn't happening.
I do know. They did have the guards on the rooftops. And,
No, I'm saying with Dunn's character, she did say that, my dad's trying to pretend it's not happening, basically trying to stay out of it.
And I'm okay with staying out of it, but to have it completely untouched, no, some force is going to roll in there.
The thing is, I don't think, if we were to, actually have a civil war in this day and age, I don't think it would be possible to not be involved.
That's my point. That's exactly
it
where I
made
am.
more sense during the original Civil War because telecommunications wasn't invented.
Right.
And, there were people
News
that
traveled
literally
slowly,
were sitting on the battlefield on the top of a hill watching.
Because they thought it was going to be over in one or two battles.
Yeah. So that there were areas in that regard that were left untouched, but I don't see that happening in a modern Civil War.
I think I can get an argument of maybe if so most of the fighting seemed to be happening on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So maybe if all the fighting happened on the East Coast, say between Boston and basically the original 13 colonies in that area, then people in Missouri and Colorado, Montana won't be as affected by it. They still probably will know what's going on, but they're untouched, air quotes.
Yeah, I guess because
they're not in the battle, they're not dealing with the battle.
Well, not only that, it's less populated. Those areas are whole swaths of nothing. So
they would probably want to leave farming alone. Just for food purposes. They don't want to start fighting around, destroying crop that they need in the country. Our country also is gigantic, so I really could see parts of it being really
I guess
unscathed.
That's true. It is pretty gigantic. We were talking about that the other day and how Europeans don't understand that we go on vacation to other states like they go on vacation to other countries.
To Europe.
What's it, the one video? It's like, oh, how close do you live to London? I live 2 hours away. We're like, Florida man takes an hour to get to fucking work.
Yeah. They would never do that because,
Well, that's because all you guys care about is work.
well, there is something to be said about that.
Yeah,
though,
I know.
too,
Which is, it's not the truth. It's just the state of affairs we're in, really.
But your country is the size of like California.
Yeah.
Not even, I don't think.
No, there's California is actually bigger than a lot of the European countries.
Right. But yeah, it's small, so it doesn't take as long to get across it as we do.
Right. But even like an hour commute to work, they're like, what?
Yeah.
What are you I'm in Germany. If they're, like,
I would never.
yeah.
I step outside and I'm at work. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Like the fact that if you drive diagonal through Ohio, it's going to take you 5 hours.
Yeah.
And they're like, huh? Like they would never do that. And we're
Just don't go to
driving
Texas.
10, 12 hours just to go on a vacation.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife gives me shit because I don't want to be on a plane. Where we start planning for a trip. I'm like, well, it's only a 13-hour drive. She's like, you gonna drive it all? I'm like, fuck yeah, I will.
Yeah, I would too.
I'll drive through the night.
Yeah.
Pop some 5-hour energy, just keep going.
Yeah.
So when I went to Rome during a school trip, we took a
When in Rome.
So we obviously for most of the trip we stayed in Rome, but we took a train up to Assisi, which is kind of up more in the center, up in near the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a 45-minute train ride to get there. It's also a 2-hour drive.
That's nothing.
Yeah, so that's like going to Columbus or Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's double the time, I guess, to get to like a ball game, if we're going to a Guardians game or something.
Right.
But even then, we'll go to a Guardians game that's an hour and 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
hour
That's
and
like a
half.
normal drive for anyone, really.
And it is. And we're like, we're going to go to a Guards game. We're going to sit there all fucking afternoon or all night. And then
Yep.
we're going to drive home. And we're going to go to work the next day.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, if you think about
Or
it,
you're
it takes about
Not go to work.
20 minutes for me to get here for the podcast.
Exactly. It takes me 20 minutes to get here. That's
Yeah.
why we come here. He always goes, I love how my house is like the fucking meeting point for everyone now. I'm like, well, yeah, you're in the fucking meat
Well,
of
because
it.
where he lives and where Florida man lives, it kind of makes sense though. Obviously, you're closer, Papa Smart.
Well, so I was texting him this morning, and I was like, I was like, are we gonna go for a ride today? And then I asked if he had talked to you, Viking.
Yeah.
And he go like, no. So he called Viking, and Viking bitched out. And
You can't take care of my wife. Yeah.
and no, I'm just messing with you. And so he was like, oh well, I'm going over to 31's house because he needs to drop off your helmet.
Oh, okay.
So he brought your helmet.
that's
that
on-
way,
on my
you
turn.
know.
Oh, okay.
What day are you off this week? Tuesday? Yeah, you should get a
Wednesday.
bike Tuesday. No, you're off.
I'm Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
They're not
Fuck.
open.
What the fuck, man?
They're not open, man.
Delayed one more week.
They had some nice bikes in there, though. I was walking around while waiting for the mechanic.
Yeah. Nice cruisers or street
I
bikes.
was looking at the street bikes. They were, some nice looking bikes.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not going to
thinking
get on
about
one.
I was.
No, it's not my style.
I don't know. The one he has, you sit upright on it. You actually might like it.
I don't know. I was looking at Jigsaws last night.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. I think I probably still have the tab open.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Did you sit on any of them?
No.
Yeah.
A Gixxer 1000, right?
Yeah, no.
1000R is only $18,500.
What? Is only $18,500. You can buy a car.
So that,
Well, okay, so I looked at the Busas first.
No,
I would kill myself.
you would. They're huge.
That is 1,400 cc's on a street bike.
They're rockets on wheels.
yeah, let's say that bike I was looking at was a 1700, but it was a big old,
Cruiser.
Cruiser.
Big
A
old
cruiser is
Harley.
a totally different.
Yeah.
Oh, so I did watch some MotoGP, right?
Oh, did you?
Apparently on HBO Max, you can watch the ones that have already played. Because,
cool.
Because here they play at like fucking 2 and 3 in the morning, and
Yeah.
honestly, I'm not gonna be up at that time. So I was like, oh, sweet, I can watch one of the old ones. So I watched one of the races yesterday. Those dudes are fucking insane, and they are wrecking
All the time.
the time.
Usually because of like each other.
Yeah, well, like
Someone
each
gets in
other,
the way and then they're just.
or they're just like leaned all the way the fuck over, and they just their bike just skips or it just misses and it's gone.
You misjudge when you're in a turn like that at all, and you come up too soon, or you lose that traction on your front. Your bike just.
I mean, all it takes is a fucking pedal at 200 plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
And those guys, oh my God, they're wrecking all the fucking time. And they're like wrecking, and you can see all of them are very well trained because when they wreck and they're sliding, they all slide back onto their back. You know, where all that padding and everything is. I'm sure they have it on the front too.
Unfortunately, when you're that close to the ground, there's not much impact. It's just
it's the skid that will do the most damage.
I mean, those guys in their gear, it's fucking nuts. But those guys are so fucking crazy. Like, I was watching this, I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that. Mm-hmm. Like, I would love to fucking do that.
It's one thing to do it on like a groomed racetrack. That's there's nothing on it.
No, definitely on where you're supposed to do it.
But there's guys over in England where they do the Isle of the Man.
Oh yeah,
that shit's fucking nuts. I mean, they're coming airborne over curbs.
Yeah,
and, that's not like a groomed track or anything.
I'm trying to leave all my wheels on the ground.
Yeah.
Both of them.
But there is, both of them. Both of them. Yeah. There is Tennessee, is it? The Tail of the Dragon.
Okay.
Yes. I would love to make. Yes, don't shake your head. No, it's not. It's not fucking crazy. Like,
because that's a hot spot for Harley riders. And stuff like that too.
Yeah.
It's long winding paths, but it's through the mountains,
super windy, and they actually have like there are like photographers.
I will go on that with you.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, sweet. At least I got someone. Well, he will. He's fucking dumb enough.
I don't have a bike, so I can't say he can do anything until I get one.
You will.
By the time we can afford to go to Tennessee for a weekend trip or something like that.
Well, he's gonna fucking drive with all of our shit.
That's true. I'll just rent a fucking U-Haul or something and just drive everything down. Or something.
No, we ain't driving the bikes down. We're riding the bikes down.
Well, like with all the gear and all the whatever.
Put it in your car.
It'll fit.
What gear do we need? We just need our fucking luggage.
Yeah, a couple of tents and some, a bag of clothes.
Yeah, so as you're going through this, it's like 110 miles or something like that. So I mean, it's long, but it's you're doing that in a day still. You know what I mean? So like, you could do it a couple times. You stay there for a couple days and go, different directions.
I think my dad rode the Dragon.
So I want to go down there really bad. And like you said, I mean, there are Harley riders and shit that go down there. So
it's a huge spot for bikers.
There are some good curves, but it is a huge thing for bikers. But there'll be as long as the weather's nice and shit, like photographers will just stage out there. And they'll take pictures of you while you're riding by.
Oh, nice.
And you can just get them online, then you can see them.
Oh, shit.
And so you'll have like action photos of yourself fucking going through some of these curves and shit.
And I'm just driving behind in my car going...
Go find the drone.
If you drove by in your car, you know how pissed motorcycles would be. Like legit. Because you're going...
with them.
Because you're going like...
45, 50
whatever
on the turns. Yeah. You guys are just going like 70. Yeah, it'd be one of those that just throw my hazards on the whole time.
Well, I mean, it's a public road. So
it's not a public road through the mountains.
Motorcycles only.
No,
but
it's not.
But it's a motorcycle haven.
Yeah, a lot of people like to ride their bikes down there, and there are. Don't quote me because I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure there's a bike rally near there.
Oh, fake news. You're
no, I mean, I imagine there would be. Like, that would be a great place to have one.
Where, like a bike run where they close off the Dragon and you...
Oh, that would be sweet.
Like I said, I'd have to look into it. But I'm pretty sure that they do have something like that in Tennessee that, like they have a big getting together and you meet at the bottom of the hill.
That would be sweet. That would be sweet. You're getting your bike soon. Yes, Redbeard.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so they're closed Wednesday. That's fine. But you're off Thursday then the week after.
True.
So they're open.
Yeah, I'll probably go on that day. I might fill out this online application thing before I do it and then just actually call them.
Oh. So Florida, you should. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Like super just nice and curvy. So the lake that me and Florida Man went down to is there has some fairly curvy stuff and stuff like that. And I mean, that would be way better. But what are you looking at?
What am I looking at getting?
The fives? You just gonna go with the 5?
I may go with the 5. I may go with the 650. It really just depends. The 5 he had there didn't have the ABS, and I definitely want the ABS
really?
model. But they have a ton of them. It's just the colors are all different. I don't really want a weird-looking bike. I'd like to get a yellow bike, but they don't have any yellow bikes, which sucks.
Thought you were gonna get the Kawasaki green.
That's what I was looking
No,
at.
that's what I want. That's what I want to get, but they don't have the ABS in that one. But the 650 does.
Well,
but
that's after the accessories.
Just get the CBRs. They all have ABS.
they have no CBRs there.
Well, you were just saying that your
I
bike
have no
the one you
idea.
have is 18 grand. This one's only 19 stock.
Yeah, but that was a fucking Gixxer. That. Okay, you're right.
But this thing's got ABS. It's got
I'm not actually
electronic
going to.
cruise control.
I'm not. Then I did start looking at like the 750 Gixxers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so my buddy, who's ridden tons of bikes, you'll meet him. He has. He said the Gixxer was the most comfortable bike he ever rode on. I don't know why. I'm pretty comfortable on my bike, and you're going to tell me I'm going to be even more comfortable? I don't know. I might. So the Gixxer 750s, they have a Gixxer 800 too, and they're actually pretty reasonable price. It was like $8,000.
That's not bad.
No.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, where's your name? There's your name.
Oh, I don't think we're going to make it this year.
Why? What?
Oh, wait, no, there's more.
Definitely closed.
Closed?
So,
Are you talking about for the rally?
yeah.
Okay.
May 1st through the 5th, the RDV Adventure Bike Rally in Tennessee. Two-stroke motorcycle, 5th through the 12th.
Okay.
But they also have rallies like there's a Porsche, a Fiat.
Oh, so they have like all kinds of different things to go
Yeah.
through all the trails, and
Yeah.
it looks like a really cool road. Like later on or whatever,
A lot
Redbeard,
of car
like
rallies.
look up like some videos, like just YouTube, like Dragon Tail,
Okay.
Tennessee or whatever, and it's so sick. It's so sick.
I just need a bike.
Yeah.
We've been telling you that for
Yeah, I know.
a long time now.
It doesn't help that I'm like broke as shit right now either. So
Yeah, but you're not having to pay for your kids' school for the summer.
this is true.
Gonna make a couple of
But then
payments.
summer ends and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, but by then you'll figure out your budget.
Yeah, no, I definitely will. And then I'm just not getting any overtime right now either. That doesn't help.
Well, hit the big list.
I'm probably gonna have to.
I don't ever want to see my name on the big list.
Nah, I mean,
And then you're never gonna get overtime anyways.
well, no, that's the issue. Is even on the big list, they're not getting overtime.
They are here and there. Like, what do you get like an hour or so every other day or something like
the
that?
pivot.
Like, what are you hitting?
Yeah,
like?
that's the issue though. Is it's with a pivot.
That might be, but I mean, I got you.
Oh,
You're good.
okay. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure you didn't forget.
No, I saw you. No, I didn't forget today.
But he's getting an hour, and for him, it's all casing though, which is so.
That's
fucking
usually
weird.
what I do.
But so what? So even if it's casing, but see, so are any of your guys going on vacation?
So this is my issue. I have a guy on vacation next week. Someone put a hold down.
Oh yeah,
Some fun.
yeah.
There goes my
On
overtime.
7? Oh, 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's on vacation, but he said I'm pretty sure someone bid a hold down on it. So
Yeah.
and
I
I'm
think
on
I know
it.
who the guy that bid the hold down to. So
Yeah. So
Nice.
I didn't even know they put it up.
I don't know. I'm
They-
on it.
They did that one and the one that went into surgery.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I saw that one, and
Yeah.
that's a fucking route to take, man.
It's a pimp route.
That's a great route. If that comes up for bid, I might bid on that one.
Do you know which route?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
It is a really nice, especially the way you end the day
Yeah.
at that apartment complex
That beautiful apartment complex.
with a great bathroom.
Oh,
If you've never been in their bathroom,
By the way, I saw what the sign says. The sign,
Yeah.
the sign says, "Wash your hands like you're putting in context after you just cut jalapenos."
jalapeno. I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wash your hands all the time, honestly.
Well, but that's the sign that's in that bathroom.
We should put that in our bathroom.
$72 for the rally. That
would
doesn't
have to
count
have
with
soap.
camping.
By the way, it says takes 30 minutes.
What?
The rally.
The ride.
The ride, yeah, it takes 30 minutes.
Okay, so maybe the section that they're doing
The
or
main,
whatever. But
yeah. If you're probably doing the whole
I think it's like
road,
110 miles long.
Yeah, but the rally itself is only like 11 miles.
Well, that's because you have so many bikes and stuff like
And
that.
cars,
It
yeah.
takes for fucking ever
Yeah.
for an actual rally to get moving. Like, you
Yeah.
don't move very fast in a...
Yeah.
You can't either.
So the
You'll
Tail of the
fucking
Dragon,
hit somebody.
at Deal's Gap, with 318 curves and 11 miles.
It's only 11 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have been looking at something else.
The main rally is only 11 miles.
But 318 curves?
In 11
in
miles?
11 miles?
You're basically
That's what I'm talking about, bro!
You're not
You're not going straight.
You fucking tuck and go.
And it says it's not a difficult road to ride.
Yeah, nice.
So as
neither
long as
was
you're
Lake
not being an
Milton.
idiot, you'll be fine.
Neither was Lake Milton.
Well, you could tell it's not a
on
difficult
an electric bike.
difficult road to ride because Harleys and baggers and all these
Yeah.
cruisers are also going on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's not just street bikes that are nimble and you know can get around those tight curves.
they're big open road.
Plus, they have sports cars like Lambos and Porsches. And
Right,
then they have
they're doing that
classic,
too.
They have classic cars
Yeah.
too that don't handle as well as the Lambos and the Porsches.
I'm going to be
So, yeah.
honest. If I could get rid of this fucking traffic out here, some of these roads, we went on one today, but that we had a fucking right before we saw the cop and we're speeding around him. There's that nice long sweeping. I love long sweeping curves where you're just leaned over and you just whee. That's why I love like highway on ramps.
Yeah.
Sure you want to ride all the way there?
How long? How many miles is it?
14 hours.
542 miles. It's 8 hours and 23 minutes.
So I would love to ride there. I'm not saying I would do it all at once.
We would definitely need brakes.
Oh, we take breaks anyways.
Yeah. Ride a couple 100 miles. All right.
Yeah, I mean we break probably every hour.
Yeah, I think the
If
longest
we're out riding for a while, we break about every hour.
I did do an unbroken stretch. Filled up the tank at the house, or at the gas station near the house, and drove all the way to Pittsburgh.
Old 30.
Yeah,
You took jet. How's that road?
It's nice.
it's nice.
Is it nice?
It's windy, especially
Wait.
through the Appalachia.
When we went, when my dad
We
and
need
I,
to do that.
Yeah,
when my dad and I saw Motley Crue, that's the road we took. It was just easier.
yeah.
Just to go.
Well, you're not paying for the tolls either.
That's true. Yeah.
That was my main go-to when I was still dating my wife, and I was living in Pittsburgh,
That's the
and
way
she
you
was living
went?
here, just back and forth all the time.
I want to go. I have not taken that road in there into Pittsburgh, and I really want to. And Pittsburgh is a helmet state, so which I'm okay with because I'm wearing my helmet and geared up, which was really funny. So my girlfriend comes over. Actually, it was this morning because I picked her up from the fucking airport at goddamn 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was this morning after we woke up, and she's like, "Oh, you got this jacket?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I told you we went to the fucking cycle store. I was buying protective gear." She was like, "Oh, this is a protective jacket?" And I started knocking on the shoulders and the elbow. I'm like, "Yes, what don't you understand when I said I'm buying protective gear? I thought that would make you happy." She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were doing." So she doesn't pay attention to anything I fucking say. I said, "Yeah, and I bought these boots." She's like, "Those are kind of ugly." I'm like, "They're fucking riding boots. Like, I'm not walking around,
Yeah.
They're meant to protect your feet. if
Ew,
something
don't
were
wear
to happen.
those.
yeah, like." And I was like, "And I got these gloves." She was like, "I'm over it." Like, okay. So I go, and, she doesn't like me riding the motorcycle because I'm going to fucking kill myself, which I probably will. But
Amen to that.
whatever. At least I'll die happy and fast.
No, it's sad and fast.
You'll be dead before you realize it if you're going fast enough.
Exactly. So just go faster, right? It is sad and fast, but when you're going really fast,
When
you're
you
kind of
reach a certain
happy.
speed, you can get happy. You get euphoric.
You do actually, and sometimes when you're hitting a speed and you're just rolling, and then you're like, okay, the road's fucking curving, and you can take the curve, but it kind of like just comes up, and you're like, oh,
The curve.
I'm not gonna lie. This was the longest I've rode the bike since the accident, and I was a little gun shy on some of the
To
turns
get
and
here?
braking. Yeah,
yeah, but you know what? That totally makes sense. And you might be, through the summer, you might be like a little cautious, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. Yeah, I could tell by the way I was riding that I wasn't leaning in as much, and I wasn't, I was being very conscientious about what I was doing. Versus last summer when I was riding the bike, it's just like, I'm driving the bike.
You're just riding.
Right.
You'll get back to that comfort level again, and whatever. I almost died yesterday. Was it yesterday I came out here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so yesterday, I'm riding over here. I'm just going down a road, and I'm turning left, but I'm not there yet. So I'm just coming up, and a car was turning right out of the intersection. No big deal. Who cares, right? Except for they turned into my fucking lane.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Like, that's just a fucking dumb driver. Like, that's not even... And I just happened to be there.
That's not you not being safe. That's them being fucking retarded.
That's them being fucking retarded.
Yeah,
I fucking swerved and fucking honked and flicked them off and
That's
shit.
really the biggest issue you have when riding a bike.
Other people.
Yeah, I mean, one of the
experienced
scariest
that
times
yesterday.
I had was I was going straight down the road. I had the right of way. Car literally turns right in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I don't get that, but I can deal with that. But this guy was turning right into the fucking right-hand lane and went all the way into the left oncoming traffic.
Which you're not supposed to do.
What if I wasn't a motorcycle? What if I was a fucking trucker and this was a car? He would have been fucking done because I was able to swerve, and then flick him off and fucking yell at him and shit. But... and luckily I was going slow anyways because I was going to be turning.
Right.
So thank God he didn't hit me. But had he hit me, it would have.
People see bikes and they think that they can do the same things as cars.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
definitely
probably one of the biggest issues is people don't understand how when you're riding a motorcycle, you can't stop like you're in a car. You're not protected like you're in a car.
No,
so
not
it's
at
a
all.
big deal. If even the slightest crash on a motorcycle can be a huge deal.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Case in point.
Case in point. Yeah, he
Right-
was going
right here.
20 miles, 25 miles an hour. I mean, it was nothing. And broke fucking all his ribs and.
Yeah.
No, only 7 of the 10.
Well, whatever.
Well, no, it's like you can drive around in your car and you see people be stupid and you're like, oh, if I was on my bike, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love being on a bike, so nothing's going to stop me.
No, you just have to be more,
I think-
hyper aware.
I think there's a part of us though, as riders, that you just know that they could be it.
Well, and you also just know that no one's paying attention. So you're.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying you as a rider, like in your mind, you're like we go out, we ride, we have fun, and everything else. But there's got to be that part in you that just knows this could be it.
Nah.
I mean,
But we accept that and we fucking just go faster.
I don't accept that. I'm coming home, man.
But you know what I mean. Like,
you run
there
the
is
risk that someone
Even you
could
as-
fuck you.
But
up.
even you
Yeah.
on a dirt bike, right? Like
Yeah.
you have to
Thank you
accept
for
the fact
continuing that
that
sentence.
yeah, you have to accept that risk even on a dirt bike, right? Like
Yeah.
you take a double and you don't fucking land right. You
land on
I've
your
done
head.
but you could totally you could fuck yourself up. You have to accept that as a rider and just be like, well, whatever, let's go.
Yep.
Did we? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said fuck you.
Braves won.
What happened?
The Braves beat the Guardians.
Oh.
So
And the 10.
I am a Guardians fan, right? I love the Guardians. The only time that I will root against the Guardians is when they're playing the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm from Atlanta. That
all right.
was my original team. I love the
Okay.
Braves. But I live in Ohio, so
So you're from Georgia?
yeah.
Oh, nice. I was born in Georgia.
Where?
Brunswick.
I don't know where that is.
Me neither. Because I was a child.
I was born in downtown Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. One of the hospitals. It's actually not even there anymore, so that's fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Actually, my mom just sent me. She went to a car meet to sell the Jeep they have. She's like, "Hey, I picked you up a Georgia plate." And I was like, "Oh, sweet, thanks."
Oh hell!
Yeah, so that's pretty
Clayton
cool.
County.
Yeah.
All right.
It's on the coast,
Yeah, that's
right above Jacksonville.
kind of like what we consider
You're a Florida man.
We consider like Florida not being part of the South.
Well, my dad was in the Navy, so it would have been
In the Navy.
yeah,
Sorry.
coastline.
Support your fellow
Yeah.
man in the
That
Navy.
makes sense.
Bing! That counts. So you said you almost died yesterday.
Yeah.
How'd you almost die?
Well, I thought
It
someone
wasn't
was,
with me.
No, it was.
Okay.
I was almost home.
Oh, okay.
Some guy was sitting on a cross street, and I was like, well, he could pull out. But, maybe he sees me and he's going to be nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't until I'm right up on him that he decides to fucking pull out.
Yes.
And I have to go into the other lane, lay on my fucking horn.
Yeah, that's the only way it
rep
works.
my
Well,
engine.
that's what I was saying happened to me.
I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Open road ahead. They waited till I was right there before
Yeah.
they turned. I'm like, did you do that on purpose?
Yeah. It was like,
Which there
I
are
saw
people-
you looking at me.
Well, there are people out there that think that motorcycle riders shouldn't be on the roads.
Yeah.
I actually
It's
talked
true.
to somebody like, oh, these are hobbies. They should only be done on the weekends. I'm like, you realize that some people own these bikes as their only means of transportation to work.
Right,
I know
and my
people
weekends
down
are
in
not when
Florida.
your weekends are, so
Right.
go fuck yourself.
All right.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, sometimes we have off on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. So it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are dumb. I talk to people while we're riding. I did it today.
Yeah.
I'm always like, don't you fucking do it. Oh, you motherfucker, you did it. And I yell at the red lights all the
Yep.
time too. And
I don't know.
Like that guy getting off of 62 going to his house where he just pulled right in front
oh
of us.
yeah. Like, oh hey, buddy. Oh, we're not here or anything. Whatever. I mean, when I'm in like cities and stuff like that, like congested areas, we're not speeding. We're not doing anything fucking
can't.
stupid. We're
No,
just
not with
chilling.
traffic.
No.
I'm always watching. If I'm stopped, I always watch behind me. And once the car
That's the
behind
big
me
issue,
stops,
too.
once the car behind me stops,
You can relax.
then I'm
Yep.
okay.
Well, you almost have to pull off.
I do.
To the
I pull,
side
I
as
pull-
far as you can, so
I
that
pull all the way to the
Yep.
the left hand. I like the left hand lane, the lane closest to oncoming traffic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like being all the way on the left there, and so I'll sit, and when I pull up next to a car, like I make sure that they can see me in their rearview mirror, so like I'm off to the side of their car. Especially if a car comes behind me, I can at least go up, and then they can fucking take the rear end.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not smash you like a sandwich.
Not well, yeah, pretty much.
Some people say get directly behind them so they see you in the rear view.
But they
No,
tell you
because
there's
the
no
car behind
guarantee
you.
that they
Yeah.
see you anyways.
Not only that, but I don't give a. I don't want to say I don't give a fuck if the car in front of me knows I'm there.
Yeah, it's
Because
the
I kind
fucking
of don't. It's
car.
the motherfucker behind
Yeah.
me who doesn't see me, only sees that fucking car.
Yeah.
Because just like mailmen, we're background program. Like people don't see motorcycles at all. They just don't. I don't know. I don't get it. I see them.
I don't know. It's the people that pull out in front of you and then stop because they're like, they see you. And then it's like, no, you needed to like floor it.
Yeah, you need to go.
Now I have to either brake or weave around
Weave.
you.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, you
They
start
don't
weaving,
do
and then they think you're driving like an asshole. It's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
trying to save my life.
yeah.
And then when you crash, it's your fault.
Of
Yeah,
course.
no, that's the big issue too. So you stop or you slide and fall off your bike and they're like, okay, I'm going to pull away now. And you're like, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You caused the accident.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll try. Good luck proving that in court. Unless you have a dash cam.
Yeah.
Not yet. I will.
I did order a chin mount.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to let me know how that works out.
Yeah.
No,
And
it's
I
just
need-
one of the sticky ones, though, right?
Yeah. I need to buy a new SD card because I threw mine out.
Why?
I don't know. It was in my car in a plastic bag.
It was all in the hustle and bustle of his injury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was in the plastic bag because I gave it back to you in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
No, I gave it to you in a plastic bag.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, it got to him. It was
Yeah.
in a plastic bag that I put it in.
Yeah.
Oh, I finally found that hot sauce I couldn't find. It was all the way in the back of my saddlebag.
Oh, his hot sauce?
One of the small bottles you made for us.
You gonna make any more?
My
Once my plants grow.
said my dad and my brother really like it.
Oh, did
They
they?
do.
Which one?
The little mini one that we
The green or the red?
Yeah.
Orange.
reddish orange.
It was orange.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Okay, red to us.
Yeah, it's like
To you.
orange.
Oh, it's not red to you?
It's orange.
Oh, well, Fuck you. I thought it was red to
This
you,
is
too.
purple.
No, that's blue.
Let's see.
I specifically got a color that you couldn't see.
Which I'm real pissed. I'm real pissed that the new Union shirts that for the shop weren't at least like black or something.
They have black ones?
No, they don't. They have.
Oh, they had navy blue.
Yeah, it's dark.
Navy blue and gray. So I'm like purple or gray. Fucking great.
At least there's no light blue.
There is a light blue.
Oh,
It's
damn it.
more of like a normal, a standard blue.
Oh, okay.
No, it's light.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
No, it's light. I saw it at the fish fry. That's the only reason I know what color it is. It's light. It's pretty light.
Oh, okay.
I think it said on there like royal blue or some shit.
No, that's the dark one, isn't it? Isn't
No, there
royal
were-
blue dark?
I feel like there's one.
Yeah, royal blue's
that's
a dark
color.
Yeah, there's one that's close to this color.
That's more of a royal blue right there. So it's a
So there's also a navy
a
blue.
navy blue, which is closer
usually
to
darker.
which is closer to like our jackets and stuff.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
but I think it's darker, even darker than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that their royal blue then is lighter than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think it was.
Is
lighter
it is it like the shirt I got you? It's like I may be colorblind, but I look good in red.
I love that shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Ready, break.
what does your shirt even say?
Oh, it's motionless and white.
Oh, nice.
A SpongeBob? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
In this show, you are my paradise. Yeah. Incarceration.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I saw it at the fucking booth they had. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting that.
So I sent you a picture of one of my daughter's songs. She was
Yeah,
listening
the
to.
Murder
I'm like,
Dolls, yeah.
Yeah, the Murder Dolls, right?
Yeah.
So it's really funny. She had texted me earlier, or maybe it was after that. I think it was after that. She had texted me. She was over at her mom's, and she was like, "Mom just told me to turn my music off," and I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, I was playing System of a Down and Marilyn Manson, and she said that shit sucks." And I'm like, you know why she said that, right? She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, those are two of my favorite bands."
Yep.
She was like, "Well, it's just BYOB." I'm like,
Just BYOB.
I was like, "That's a pretty mainstream song."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah." I don't know what Marilyn Manson song it was, but
The beautiful people.
that's also another very mainstream
Yeah.
song, but it's a great song. It
It
really is. My favorite Marilyn Manson song, though, is "The Man That You Fear."
I know more of his mainstream stuff.
So that was on Antichrist Superstar. It was the last song on Antichrist Superstar. But I would play it, but I don't want to get hit with copyright infringement. So "The Man That You Fear" is tits. "Fuck Frankie's" a good one, too.
I like the new shit. Off like the Mob Scene album.
I haven't listened to a whole lot of that. I like 90s Marilyn Manson. I like
It's like early 2000s Marilyn Manson.
not 90s.
It's close.
As soon as he
You're
came,
like the guy, you're like the band from fucking Step Brothers. We specifically play 80s Joel.
so once he came out with Dope Show, which might have been early 2000s,
Yeah.
that was an okay. That was okay, and then after that, it kind of just. I mean,
I really liked his version of Tainted Love.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a whole bunch of good like covers that
Yeah.
did really good with. But yeah, Tainted Love's a good one.
Yeah. The video's sick.
I don't know if I've seen that video. I'll have to look it up.
I think maybe it wasn't the video, but they did I think it was Not Another Teen Movie.
Okay,
One of those spoof movies.
those are funny.
She at the end they had the main actress in that goth outfit, and he was singing "Tainted Love" with her in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie.
Like everybody's looking shit up.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the album I like is The Golden Age of Grotesque.
Okay, so that one's okay. I mean, it's still Marilyn Manson, but Antichrist Superstars.
Yeah.
That's 03.
I've been listening to some
Antichrist?
No.
No, the one
I
I
was
just
gonna
said.
say. I'm like, Jesus.
Antichrist is 96.
Yeah, so I was in high school and I was still going to church And I would go over to my aunt and uncle's house to mow their lawn, and they were very churchy.
Well, that's the best way to do it.
Right, very very churchy. So I would be listening to fucking Marilyn Manson Antichrist because I love that album while I was mowing their lawn, and it's all fun because it's hilarious to me because they're like really like Christian, not like
This was like late 90s.
not like
Honestly, you could have played Slipknot's "The Heretic Anthem."
yeah, no.
My mom got mad with my little sister having Godsmack.
Yeah,
just because
right.
of the name of the band.
And that's not even like,
Which I always told Diplomat, I was like, hey, if you want a good Christian band, just turn on Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I told my sister that? So so my sister is Catholic by choice.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
She
sorry
had
for
a
your loss.
fucking full Catholic fucking wedding too. Oh god. Anyways,
Fucking suck.
so we were in my car and I had my Apple CarPlay on, and it was just my playlist or whatever, and Lamb of God comes on. Well, her daughter's in the backseat too with her. And I said, hey sister, I said, look, it's Christian music. And she was like, oh, it is, turn it up. I said, all right.
Now you've got something to die for.
Oh, it was great. She was like, this is Christian music? I said, yep. I
Played
said,
the rest?
I said, yeah, that's exactly what the song was.
Of the failure.
That's exactly what the song was too. And I was like, yeah, their name is Lamb of God. How much more Christian can you get? My other sister was also in the car, and she was cracking up. She was
You should have played
what you were doing.
You should have
Yeah,
played
she knew
Skillet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but the fact that their name is Lamb of God,
Yeah, I
that
know, I
worked
know.
out so
It was
perfectly.
perfect, yeah.
Yeah. It was I'll never live that moment down. I loved it. Loved it.
I never lived the moment down. My dad got fucking kicked in the head during a Lamb of God concert.
Wasn't that an incarceration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were probably 30, 40 feet from the stage, and the opening chord just went boom. He got blown back like 5 feet, and then all the crowd servers came.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
spent most
That's when you get it right to
Yeah.
the face.
I spent most of their show just head on a swivel looking just for him because he's fucking 62. So he's not used to that.
Which I had to hand it to your dad for
Going to that kind of
going
shit.
to that at that age.
Yeah, well, he was well aware that I wanted to mosh. He was like, I'm not moshing. I'm like, that's totally fine. I don't need
Yeah,
to
stay on the outside of the pit. You're fine.
Well, he
That's-
hit the last Lamb of God song they played, which I think was probably Redneck, and a pit started opening up like 5 feet away, and somehow he got sucked into the
Yeah.
pit.
Sometimes you don't have a choice,
And
but
then I grabbed him by the collar and yanked him back into me, and he was like, he just looked at me like,
Almost died.
and then I think before that show,
He was like, whatever happened to Elvis? It was so peaceful back then.
at least
He's Journey fan, so yeah. His first concert, I think his first concert was Styx, like 1976.
Hey,
yeah.
I bet that was a good concert.
I would just be a smart.
I know, but yeah, that's the stuff he grew up listening
Right.
to, and I grew up listening to not only Styx and Journey in Boston because he did the fucking classic. You start playing the first 10 seconds, turn it down. Who plays this? Oh, fuck, Journey. He's like, nope, that's fucking Bon Jovi or whatever it was. Yeah. So I got quizzed on that, but so I grew up on his music, and then it turned into Black Sabbath and Metallica and Iron Maiden, and then it got.
I do love those videos that are like, they're like songs that changed a generation. Can you tell this song by one note? And it was like, dang.
Dun, 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 dun,
No.
dun, 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 dun,
So-
dun, dun, dun. I love me a good drug song.
I know. That's funny that you guys even knew it when I just dang. I come across those videos. every
Yeah,
once
I
in a
saw
while.
one that was for My Chemical Romance, Black Parade.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw that one too. It was like ding,
That fucking,
and you're like, oh my gosh.
that fucking,
Yeah.
fucking Gino, man.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I should just slip my wrist now.
When I was a young boy, my father took me to the city.
Teenagers scare the living shit out of me.
me? That's Jesus. I don't know why. Fuck. I don't know why. Why do we like My Chemical Romance so much? Like, it's really whiny.
Why do we like Blink 182 so much?
Oh my God, Blink-182 is the definition of whiny.
Go waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head.
So somebody actually did that song in the style of Korn.
Oh, did
Oh, I've seen those.
Yes, and there's this guy that just redoes it. He's like, "Bah!" It's fucking awesome. What was I gonna say? Oh, actually, though, Blink's newest stuff is way tamer.
Yeah.
And it's actually really good.
Well, it's surprising they got back together at all.
I know.
I had a manager at Chipotle who his favorite band was Blink 182. I'm like, fucking why?
That is a good question.
Yeah, it's like out of everything you chose Blink 182. He's like, listen, man, I followed them from the beginning, and I know they fucking suck at singing, but it's shit's so fucking good, man. I'm like, I mean, it's home. It's not. I mean, it's good, but it's not like.
I mean,
that.
Everyone had their Blink-182 phase.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I think I was a little too old or a little too young to have that Blink 182 phase, but I know what you mean. Yeah, the whole skater rock scene.
They were kind of like that branch off of punk music, you know, when you.
Kind of the intro to alternative stuff.
Yeah, kind of like the
pop punk.
The poppy. Yeah, it's like pop punk.
Like,
Pop punk, we're sad.
Yeah.
We're sad boys.
Like Jimmy Eat World, and then like later Green Day. Like,
and then you get My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
I've been listening to some 90s ska lately.
Oh, that's fun.
Like real Big Fish and
Cherry
Mighty
Poppin'
Bob.
Daddies?
No, that's swing.
Well, yeah.
But it's in the same genre. Basically, ska was just had horns and stuff into it.
Yeah. Big band.
Yeah.
Big band.
Mighty Bosstones are probably one of my favorite of those.
They're good. I listened to that kind of stuff and I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but it never really took off for me like metal and punk. Mm-hmm. Like,
I don't know. I've always liked the more wide range of sounds coming from the horns and all that. So that's always been, I mean, I grew up during the big band era of, the 20s. So
the roaring 20s.
But yeah, the Zoot Suit Riot, those
Zoot Suit Riot.
Great song. Throw back a bottle of beer.
Come on.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Your first music was rocks hitting together.
Like Monty Python and the Coconuts. You guys ever do that just for fun?
Hit
Well,
like
yeah,
two
but
rocks
you just
together.
go and like walk like that down the street.
Not like walk.
We should all do that one time at work.
We should just get coconuts and do it periodically while we're delivering.
while we're in the office.
You
with,
want mail
with Daddy,
here?
Since we're all going to be in the same corner.
Your first day back at our office, you just bring in coconuts and just walk in, make sure Daddy's there. Let's go.
Well, no, he's coming on a Saturday, so he's not going to be there.
Okay,
After
so
the
Monday.
service talk, we all
That's how we walk to our cases.
Since the four dumbasses will all be in a row.
All of us. Boom, 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 boom.
We'll have
And
a
then
service
Red
talk
Beard-
about it Monday.
Oh, you know it. You know it. We're not allowed to bring in coconuts.
No outside objects.
That's not part of your uniform.
That's not.
Going back to the-
coconuts are not union made.
No.
trying to get back to the Pony Express.
Just get the green tag, glue it on each side of the coconut. We're good.
Fuck yeah. I actually
They're
went,
slip resistant.
I actually went and I had orthotics. I had my foot fitted for orthotics.
Yeah, you were talking about that the other day.
So I brought my work boots in, and the lady was like, she was like, do you have to wear like certain, like she's like, you have to wear boots? Like she's trying to get me to like, she wants me in like tennis shoes or something, And I'm like, yeah. I said, you see this stupid little fucking tag here? And she was like, yeah. I was like, that's called the green tag. That's how you know.
Green tag.
I said, that's how you know these are postal approved. She's like,
That's really all they look for.
yeah. I
Just the
said,
green
that's
tag.
it. That's it. So
Same product, overpriced.
yeah. And she goes, well, do they pay for your boots? I said, well,
Not exactly.
I said, here's the deal
They pay
with that.
for one once a year.
I say, here's the deal with that. I said, they give us a clothing allowance. It's a little over $400. And with that $400, I have to buy all my uniform items and my boots and everything else, and I only get it once a year. She goes, oh, okay. I said, these boots cost $200. She was like, oh.
And how often do you go through these boots?
Well, she knew because I had my boots. I brought them in, and she's looking at the wear on them and everything. And she's like, well, when did you get these? I was like, mid-February. So unlike you, she did math really fast in her head. And she was like, oh, you got almost 1,000 miles on these boots.
Oh, no.
What? Just thinking about that?
Yeah, no.
Just thinking
can't.
about that. And I was like, yeah, it's April. She's like, yeah, you need new boots. I said, exactly.
Yeah, 2 months in, you have to start thinking about getting new boots.
Yeah,
again.
and they're already worn. Like I hadn't looked. She wanted to see the bottom because she wanted to see how I walked and where they wore. And I didn't even recognize it. I didn't realize it. But I've already wore through the sole on the heels. And I mean, I know that's like the first thing to go and shit, but fuck.
I'm not going to lie. Give us the $400 uniform allowance. And then when our shoes are worn, we should be able to go, hey, here, these are worn.
I need new shoes.
I need new shoes. And they're replaced. If I have to wear these, you have to replace them.
I don't disagree.
But it's bullshit.
See, it's weird that you said your heel wears out. Mine's all in the ball of the foot.
So it's supposed to, well, I mean, that wears too, but like the actual, like where there is no more rubberized sole, you know, it's just that soft whatever's under there. I didn't even realize it, and it's fucking wore out. And she's like, oh, you got like something in there? I said, yeah, I stepped on a piece of glass the other day. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, it was a big piece of glass. It was like the bottom part of a bottle that's real rigid and thick, but it had like one of these.
Yep.
I stepped on it, and I was like, oh, fuck. I thought I had a rock. And I lifted my boot up, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Is it in my foot?
Well, I didn't feel it, so I was like, all right. And I just pulled it out.
I'm not going to lie. You usually don't feel it. I stepped on a nail, and I'm like, oh.
I remember that.
It's fine.
I remember
No,
that.
it was in my foot.
The only reason I remember that is because I had to take your time.
Yeah.
Because I was a CCA at the time. And they were like, oh, Redbeard had to go home. He stepped on a nail and it went through his foot. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I really just wanted to leave to go get a tetanus shot because it was a rusty nail.
Well, that's like
Yeah.
the number one thing you should do.
I could still walk. It wasn't horrible. So I'm lucky in that, that case.
Did it go in? Like through?
So it went through my shoe into my heel, and I was able to pull the nail out of the bottom of my boot. But I felt the nail come out of my heel, and I was like, oh shit.
Nice.
So
I could be able to stand that, like just a description. Like I could be able to stand that if it was like the arch or the ball of the foot, but the fucking heel.
Oh, yeah,
For some
'cause
reason, that made it so much worse.
There's like nothing there but like that. Oh,
It's like almost straight bone.
I mean, did you have to take a fucking claw hammer and did you go home while you were like, fuck?
I hesitated, so I just ripped it out.
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh shit, because it hurt immediately. So
Was it bleeding a lot? Did it bleed a lot?
It should be some,
there was no blood.
Our shoes should have steel shanks in them.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know. Like we walked through a lot of
we walk
dangerous
through
shit.
more shit than construction workers, and they have to have steel shanked boots.
We were on the phone the other day. It was a while ago when I first got on. You know, you're.
No.
Damn it. 137.31. And
Papa Smurf with the double.
I know, right? Like, fuck you.
I was
Anyways,
thinking about us when we were talking about the roads that we were traveling on too. Might be an issue.
The highways.
no, because that's a pretty fucking.
Yeah.
That's a.
It's not like
that's a
saying
really
the road
long
that
highway.
the major road that's like right out here, where it's just here. It's those are
that goes all the way across the state.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was like, you know, when you get on a new route, you got to figure out the shortcuts and the places to go to get to, you know, oh, well, this fucking house is vacant for 20 fucking years. So
That's somehow
you
still
know,
standing.
you try and do what you can to not have to walk the long way. So I was like, I wonder if I can get through here, you know. So you always got to explore, right? Mm-hmm. And we're on the phone, and I started walking through this, and I'm like, I don't know if I should cut through here. This is very like sketchy. Like I'm waiting for like a fucking used hypodermic needle to just fucking
Yeah.
you know. And I was like, and I don't cut through there just because it's like I don't
Can you
know.
imagine stepping on a needle?
No, one of the worst fucking movie scenes I've ever seen in my life was Saw.
Oh God.
When he fucking when
she
they have
goes in
that
the
fucking vat
vat.
of needles. That I can't do it.
Apparently, they screwed that up, and she actually jumped into a vat full of needles.
No, you don't. No. Why?
So that was genuine.
Ugh.
No, thank you.
No, I think they were the ones that were sticking into her were actually prosthetics.
But I think what he's
Maybe,
saying
I don't
is
know.
there
was enough real ones. Where
Yeah.
Needle's a needle.
No, they were glued on.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe for
That's why if you look,
but-
I'm not. You're probably never going to see it, but if you look at it, the area around where the needle's in is actually built up a bit to hold. It's a flat tipped needle that they basically used flesh colored adhesive and then screwed the.
See, I can deal with all shit like
Yeah.
that. Like it's just the fact that it's that feeling of jumping in that fucking vat of needles. Like, yeah, see, you got the heebie-jeebies from it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it didn't do that to me. I'm just saying the ones
You're
that
such
when
a
she got out of the
movie
pit, they were all like stuck in her. Were all prosthetics. And I'm not saying that they weren't real and there was a glass in there that she got hurt on. I don't remember hearing about that, but
Well, it was the one she jumped into. Apparently, there was a mix-up. So the ones on her body were probably the like fake ones.
Yeah.
Right.
But when she jumped into the vat, there was accidental real needles in it.
yeah.
Nice.
You know, that's just like that fucking Alec Baldwin new movie
Yeah.
where he fucking
Shoot
shot
somebody.
that fucking
the
gun.
the gun coordinator or the weapons coordinator. Yeah.
so the armorer actually got found guilty.
Did she?
I thought it was the armor that got shot, or she's just a
No,
stunt
it was a
man.
camera, someone or another
Yeah.
that got shot and killed. I
It actually went through one guy and then shot her.
killed her.
Yeah.
But
Can you settle down over there?
So the armorer stood trial, as far as I'm aware, and was found guilty. I think.
What about Alec Baldwin?
So they aren't. So far, they actually aren't charging him. They shouldn't.
I guess.
No, listen. I get you're gonna come up with some fucking gun safety fucking every time you get a gun you fucking clear it and blah 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 blah.
Don't fucking point even a prop gun at somebody.
What the fuck
But
do you think
that's
they
the
do
scene.
for movies?
I mean, there's been so many people that accidentally shoot themselves pointing it.
Cheddar Bob.
I understand that, but so the point I'm trying to say is that Alec Baldwin, as the actor, should not be held responsible for that because the armorer
Yeah.
gave him the weapon for the scene. It should have had blanks in it.
Was it a real
didn't-
round though?
It was real. She had real rounds on set
That's fucking stupid.
mixed in with
Yeah.
the fucking blanks. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, why?
just the
why do you have-
negligence.
for what fucking reason do
I
you
see
need
it.
real rounds in the movie?
Well, apparently,
You don't.
no. You don't. But I mean, so the weapon had been being used at a range or something like that. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't remember. I didn't follow it that closely, but you know, people wanted to hold Alec Baldwin responsible, and I just don't see that because when it all comes down to it, he's an actor, and that is
they're
a
basically
scene in the movie.
They go here, action, point, shoot.
That's like
yo.
saying fucking Keanu Reeves, if something had happened during all that fucking gunplay in all the John Wick movies, which is awesome,
yes.
and he's actually very well trained.
Yeah.
He did all those. Anyways, that's why I love those movies because those are very realistic.
And he did a lot of the driving.
Except
driving
for the
ones, too.
mags being unlimited.
No, they are not.
No.
Not in that movie.
That's
I
one
have
of the few
counted.
movies.
I have sat there and counted fucking shots, and he reloads and everything.
Yeah.
Well, there was one scene
I always love
saw.
it when he's like stabbing them with the gun and then pulls the
Yep.
trigger.
It
Like
works.
muzzle punches them and then pulls the trigger.
So, no, never mind.
It's like you do know the bullets come out. You don't have to punch them through the guy.
That is true, but I do have a muzzle brake that is made to go through your thoracic cavity.
No, I get what he's doing. He's doing that to stun them quickly, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
that's
know,
all it is.
it's funny to think
Gotta
about.
be
Like,
careful. That's how you jam a gun.
That is actually how you can jam a gun.
I'll tell you,
too.
one of my big pet peeves when it comes to guns and movies is when somebody has a semi-auto, and you watch the slide go back, and you still hear click, 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 click.
That doesn't happen.
Yes, the
Yeah.
fuck it does. All
in movies.
the
Yeah,
fucking
in movies,
time.
it's one
In
of my
movies.
biggest pet peeves. Like,
It'll
it doesn't fucking work that way.
It'll even show it on the scene that the slide is back.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoever did this editing is a fucking moron.
Yeah, because once the last round goes out,
The slide stays back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
the
just put
trigger
the-
stays back too until you put a new
put the
magazine
new clip
in.
in, smack, loaded.
It's a magazine.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
clip.
Sorry,
Magazine.
They give me shit about that all the time.
No,
I'm
I
surprised
know.
he didn't
I
say
know.
something.
Oh, I thought it was him.
Why was
Oh, I said magazine.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
it's a magazine. Clips were like M1 Garands, like during World War II.
Okay.
But
They
they,
had
had
clips.
the bullets on.
And they
Then
would
you
go
push it
in on a clip, and it would go ting
Yeah.
when it was done.
Yeah. Had some for the Mosin,
The Mosin Nagant. Those are fun little guns.
the Grantham.
What? Oh. Yeah, so that kind of I'm glad that the armorer was held responsible
Yeah.
instead of Alec Baldwin in that, because
Stupid putting real rounds right
Yeah.
next to blanks.
it should have never even been in the studio. That's where the disconnect is. You know, even if you wanted to have, you know, there are movies where you want to see the round in the gun, right? Like you want to picture
but
that.
those are fake rounds.
Those are dummy rounds. Those aren't even blanks. Those are
Right.
just dummy. There is no charge in those at all.
Yeah.
You know, Brandon Lee from The Crow, I don't know if you remember that. Well, he died because the weapon had a round lodged in it. The muzzle had, or not the muzzle, the actual barrel had a round lodged in it, and he used a blank. Someone used a blank and actually shot and killed him.
Yeah,
because the
that's
blank
gonna
is a
do it.
propellant.
Yeah.
But that's why, then that's how he died.
Yeah.
Because it had a stovepipe in there, and it just, they cleared it with a fucking blank round.
Nice.
They also think that he did that on purpose too, because there was the conspiracy that he didn't want to outlive his dad.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of
Yeah.
weird shit
Yeah.
going on with Brandon Lee's death.
Yeah. A lot of conspiracy theories.
There is a whole lot. I mean, I guess these days you can find a conspiracy theory
Because
in anything.
Bruce Lee
yeah,
thought
you
that he
can.
had a family curse,
Yeah.
and you know,
Passed it on basically to his son and everything else. Yeah, that's Bruce Lee was something else.
yeah.
But that did suck. So they actually finished The Crow. I don't know if you ever seen that movie.
Well, they had most of it already filmed at the time.
And they used computer like graphics of him to finish that movie. It was pretty sweet.
They're
All right.
remaking that.
It's the crow with all
Oh,
those crows in
man.
the field.
Don't know why, but
They're remaking the original Crow.
Yeah.
with Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, yeah.
Some things you just need to leave the fuck alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah. They fucked the face paint up too. I don't like it.
And is there a trailer or something
Yeah.
that you saw?
There's a whole trailer for it out right now.
All right, well, that we will not go see as a mandate. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, that one Bill Skarsgård movie that we saw the trailer for, where he's deaf. I think that's coming out.
Oh, that looks good.
I think that's coming out next weekend.
Oh,
This
really?
upcoming weekend, yeah.
Maybe the Viking will have to use all his fucking...
I only have 3.
I think I have 3 also. Yeah.
Perfect.
I
I
have
have to
3
save
now.
some of them for date night
I
with
said
the
I have
wife.
3 now.
You have 3 now. Well, you had the collection going on there.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I deactivated it for a while because we weren't seeing movies.
Well, there just wasn't anything good.
Yeah, so
I mean, I guess-
there was no point in paying for it, so I let it lapse for a little while.
There's still really no outside of Deadpool and Wolverine. There's not
Which
very
isn't
many
until
good
July.
movies. Yeah, there's not very many good movies coming out.
I'm kind of interested in watching that Fall Guy movie. It seemed interesting.
Which one was that? Did we see the trailer for that?
I've been seeing it on streaming. Like Hulu's been showing the trailer.
Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Did you see there's going to be a season 3 of, what is it? Sweet Tooth or something?
Sweet.
Oh, it's the
fucking
one
Twisted
with
Metal.
it's the one with Ryan Gosling. He's a stunt guy. And,
Yeah. Seems kind of cool. My daughter's actually starting asking to watch horror movies. Of course, we're trying to go, which ones are good that aren't going to fuck her up?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, that's what I started on.
Those are my favorites.
We started on Scream because it's gory and a little bit of jump, but not over the top. Then she's like, "Oh, we can watch it." I'm like, "No, you're not watching it.
The new one or the old one?
Either of them."
Okay, hold on. I don't know what this is. This is the Fall Guy.
Yeah, it seems kind of interesting. A lot of action.
You're not going to turn it around?
No, I'm watching it. Fuck you.
TV. Why it's there.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get fucking sued for playing,
No,
Jovi.
it's a trailer though.
We don't have the rights to that song.
But we're playing a movie trailer.
We don't have rights to that trailer
Oh
either.
shit!
No, but we can. That's newsworthy.
And I'm
Wow.
going to that in a safer environment.
Checking the coast. No
Oh shit! I paused it.
call, no text.
Still like I didn't want to apologize.
Seems boring.
I think it was just a fun. So how have you been? God,
It seems interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna want to watch it in the theaters.
That seems more like a stream.
Yeah, when it comes out
movie.
streaming,
you're a stunt guy.
I'll want to
Oh,
watch
I
it.
think I have seen this trailer. Yeah.
You said your middle name was Danger.
They played this one when we went and saw.
I think they did.
Maybe
yeah.
that's
Civil
why
War.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be humorous.
Yeah,
At least.
that's what I'm looking for. High action, some humor.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it. Maybe streaming, like I said, but
Did you guys ever watch what was it, Underground 6 with Ryan Reynolds?
No.
yes, but it's been a long time.
There's actually a scene when they wreck the car that he's actually filming. He's actually talking to. They're filming the trailer during the stunt driver doing
Is
that.
that is that Underground 6 or is that a different movie?
Was it? Maybe it was a different movie. I just know it was a Ryan Reynolds movie. But he's filming a promo for the movie while the scene where the car is blowing up in the background.
Free Guy.
No, it wasn't Free Guy.
Yeah, it was Free Guy.
That was kind of a good movie.
All right. But yeah, I found that funny that, he's filming a promo here and the scene's going on in the background, but in the movie, he's not there, but the scene's going on with
Nice.
the car.
I like it. Yeah, that sounds like a Free Guy. That was a really good. Did you see that one? No.
I've seen Free Guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just
That's
wanted
the
to make sure.
one where they're in the
He's in
video
it.
game and
He's
stuff.
Yeah, he's in a video game.
NPC.
Yeah, that
Oh,
becomes a player character-ish. AI, I guess.
Yeah.
He comes alive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you ever watch The Voices with Ryan Reynolds?
No.
It's on Hulu.
What is it?
That one's, I think I've heard of it. That one's like a psychological thriller movie.
Okay, that's
He starts
fine.
hearing voices.
No, he doesn't start. He's had them.
Well,
He's a serial killer.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds is a serial
Yeah.
killer?
Yes.
Is it funny though?
Yeah, it's funny.
it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Well, right.
I don't think I've ever seen him do a straight movie ever.
Are they all gay?
No,
No humor.
Gay.
I think it's a TV show.
Oh, it's a TV show?
No, it's a movie.
Okay.
It's like,
And it's on what?
Hulu.
Hulu?
let's see.
Yeah, he's one of those ones I can't think of really
Amazon
a bad
Prime.
movie he's been in.
Blade 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Green Lantern.
Oh yeah.
First,
I don't
X-Men.
understand the problem with. I thought Green Lantern was
wasn't
okay.
It's okay.
See, I like
It's
the way they portrayed.
It's the CGI that people say make it bad.
No, I thought it was a decent movie. You're right. The only thing I didn't like about Origins was the fact that they completely butchered the whole Deadpool thing.
The
but,
X-Men
like,
Origins.
Yeah,
X-Men
but,
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
but the way he was playing Wade Wilson in that, I enjoyed.
Yeah, up until
They fucked it
Yeah,
up.
up until they took
up
out of
until
his
he
mouth.
got the single blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his
And the
face so
optic
chud.
beams.
Yeah. The whole point of
Teleportation.
Deadpool was him being comedic and breaking the third,
Yeah.
fourth wall. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not in this.
yeah.
No.
No, we're going to change everything.
But they fixed that in Deadpool
Fuck
too.
it all up.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
But now they have the whole paradox where they can just change everything.
Well, that's the funny thing about the third one that's coming out. If you guys have seen the Loki TV show on Disney,
I have.
Nope.
Okay.
so there's a
you haven't seen
organization
that,
called
man?
TBA. I think it's the TBA.
It's the TVA.
The to be announced
TV.
TVA.
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, like,
To
like
very
The
announcements.
Time Variant Authority.
Oh,
They
are they
maintain
part of
the timelines.
were they the same people in R.I.P.D.?
No.
No.
The whole organization basically is to maintain the timeline to avoid multiple time streams.
Oh,
And
Isn't
Deadpool
that a
fucked with the
TV?
time stream.
It's not a TV
Yeah,
show.
if you want to
Yeah,
see.
Loki's a series on
No, I was thinking the
On
Leagues
Disney.
of Legends.
Leagues of Legends.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's DC. Some of the secondary heroes from Arrow and Flash kind of team up. and-
Legends of Tomorrow. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, DC shit. all
They
fucked
travel
up.
through time and stop crimes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
more
third
stuff I'm not
crime.
going to watch.
Yeah.
Or third time, yeah.
I never watched that one.
No, you did have to watch a couple to keep
Yeah,
up with the
'cause
Flash and
That's
Arrow.
that was the worst part.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
they did all those crossover episodes, and if you're watching like on streaming, you go through like all of Arrow,
Yeah.
then you see like
Yeah.
the second or third part of a crossover, then you watch all of
Right.
Flash, then you so
Yeah.
I did watch Arrow. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to lie. I enjoyed that.
no more of it.
No.
that was over. Flash is over.
I'm okay. I never watched Flash.
It's okay.
The first couple
all right.
seasons were good, but by the fourth and fifth one, it's like,
It's-
okay.
it's
how
basically-
many-
it basically
how many
turned-
different speedsters can he fucking fight?
It basically turned into, oh my god, this guy's too strong, I can't beat him. And then his wife goes, yes, you can. You're the Flash. Okay, I can. And then beats him. That's basically what
Yay.
every episode
I
turned
stopped
into.
watching it after the
Yay.
fifth one.
Yeah.
Which in DC Comics, Flash is one of the most powerful superheroes.
Some would say
Which Flash?
Superman.
Which Flash?
Some would say Superman. He said one of.
Well, actually, Barry. I think Barry was the fastest.
Batman's an anti-hero.
Superman would be the strongest if he didn't have a distinctive weakness.
Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking
the
stupid.
thing
that
is,
everyone knows about.
his
Yeah.
superpower is his ability to absorb solar energy and creates like an invulnerability shell. But the Flash can move so fast that he can actually punch hard enough to just go right through it.
Nice. Yeah.
So sports.
I had to steal Florida Man's thing.
No, you're good. I'm aware when I start going too far into nerd.
No, it's not that. It's just I have never really gotten into like the whole Marvel, DC, any of that stuff. Like it's just not. I didn't read comic books. Well, okay, I read one, The Walking Dead, but which was really good, fucking good. Anyways,
Should watch the TV show.
I've watched the fucking show.
yeah.
Actually, I watched the show until like fucking season 8, and then I was fucking done with it.
Yeah.
Didn't they
Yeah,
come out with
because
a new
all-
show where he's still alive? Because didn't the main guy Rick or whatever? his
Yeah,
name
they're
was,
making some fucking spinoff or something.
Yeah.
They've made a couple spinoffs, but
Yeah.
they're making one where
didn't he die in the original series? Then
quick.
yeah, and then he came back, and now for this one he's back. So
Oh, in the original the TV series. I thought you were talking about the comics.
no,
I'm not even going to get into it.
Let's
I
talk
started
about
watching
anime.
a spin-off of the American Horror Story show called American Horror Stories. They're
Yeah.
they're little one-offs.
I didn't like it.
I thought they were interesting as, something you don't have to get too involved in. You can just kind of watch an episode here and there.
kind of like Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what they did. Unpopular opinion: American Horror Story Hotels is the best one.
Yeah. But didn't you also say you liked Bates Motel?
Yes, that was a good show.
No.
Yeah, the hotel
No.
was good. I actually like Covenant. I thought that was
Coven.
good. Or Coven.
Yeah, those no. So those early seasons, or not early
Murder
seasons.
House is my
Murder
favorite.
House obviously is number one. That's what made American Horror Story. Horror Story.
I didn't like the
Freak Show.
Freak Show one.
Terrible.
Wasn't really interested in the Asylum one.
I kind of like that.
Asylum. I didn't. You liked what?
Asylum.
Asylum.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
Asylum
It wasn't the best, but I've only watched, I think, the first 5.
So you saw Hotel.
yeah.
That was the best one.
Yeah.
After Murder House. I'm saying Murder House is.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Lady Gaga. There was something about her in that show. She was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, apparently, I think like Kim Kardashian's in like the newest one or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah, she is because it's delicate.
I don't know.
So I started to watch it.
Was it Delicacy?
Yeah, it's
Something with a D, yeah.
It is something like that. And Kim Kardashian is like the manager of this chick or something like that. And
I think at Freak Show is when I stopped watching.
so
maybe the
Hotel
one
was
that-
after Freak Show.
Was there? Okay, no. Okay, then I watched.
I
know I watched the Hotel.
Hotel was 4. That's
What
all
was
I
the?
No. No.
Was there a
It was-
post-apocalyptic one?
That one was weird, but
I
it
think
was
that's the one where I stopped watching.
yeah. That's about the time when it went downhill.
It was Murder House, Asylum, a third one, which I don't remember.
that
There
one's
was a
Coven.
Roanoke one. It wasn't very good.
Well, Roanoke was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
But I don't remember what the third one was. Then it was Freak Show. Then it was Hotel.
Okay, so I was still kind of right.
Yeah. I just don't remember
But-
what the third one was.
I don't know, but Roanoke was okay.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed that because it kind of
Oh,
went back to Murder House.
The third one had to do with the witches and...
Yeah, Coven.
So Coven.
Oh, that one was Coven? Okay.
So that was a really good one. And then
Because it had Stevie Nicks in it.
oh yeah, the problem wasn't with Coven, I guess. The problem was with some of the future seasons where they took a lot of what happened in Coven and brought it forward, and so you still had to know what happened in Coven kind of to understand what's going on.
It got rid of the whole point of it being a one-off. It's all connected, but it's a singular story throughout the season.
Yeah. And then they did one
I didn't realize that the co-creators of Glee are the ones that came up with that show.
with Glee.
Yeah,
So that's a really good show.
That fucking turned.
that's what I was saying. Like, damn.
Maybe that's why everyone died.
Conspiracy.
Is it though? It's not really a conspiracy when it actually happened.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, he doesn't trust anything I say, even if I'm looking at the fucking Wikipedia.
Well, I don't think he
Fake news.
understands.
Wikipedia.
Well, that's true.
So Murder House was the first one. Asylum was the second one. Third season was Coven.
Okay.
Fourth season was Freak Show. Fifth is Hotel.
Yeah.
Sixth was Roanoke.
That was pretty decent.
Seventh was Cult.
Oh, that one was fucking weird. But
Eighth-
that one wasn't bad.
Eighth was Apocalypse.
Okay. So that was about.
Ninth was 1984.
Oh, that was terrible.
Summer camp one. I think that was when I'm like, okay,
That
I'm
was
done with that show.
terrible. That was fucking terrible.
So that was 10.
That was like one of those old like slasher
11th,
movies. is
11th
all
was
that
double feature.
That was bad too.
And then 11th was New York City.
That was fucking terrible.
And then 12th season is Delicate.
So the NYC one was all around like 1980s New York, and they were all like hanging out in like gay clubs and shit like that. And basically, the murderer was in a fucking gimp mask, and it was just not good. Like it was just not good.
Yeah, the third episode in the American Horror Stories, I think, takes place in the double feature realm because it's in a drive-in theater.
Okay.
And they're streaming this show called movie called Rabbit Rabbit, which follows some of like Kubrick's subliminal stuff, but basically the whole movie is designed to cause people to kill people.
Nice.
Like goes like there's so much subliminal in there that within like the first 6 minutes of the show or the movie,
That sounds about like
people
Stanley
just
Kubrick.
like start going crazy and killing everybody.
Yeah, a little Clockwork Orange action.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. I like it.
Yeah, that's fun. I love movies. Some say I have a problem. Well, most of my girlfriends. She's like, "How do you find the time to watch all this?" I'm like,
You break it up.
"Well, yeah, like, and it's been over time. Like,
Yeah.
there used to be a time when."
Couple months ago.
No, like DVDs, right? This is before like streaming and everything, and all brand new movies were always released on Tuesdays, right? So I would go to Walmart and I would buy the fucking new movies. It didn't matter what it was,
Yeah.
I would buy it or them or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's how I've just seen all these fucking movies, because when they first dropped on Tuesdays, they were like super cheap. They were like $11 or something like that. For a fucking DVD. That was normally $20, you know what I mean?
I was big on Netflix, the DVDs.
So I did that too.
And I had software to copy them.
So you ripped it?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
personal use, I wasn't selling them or anything.
No.
So you
I get it.
pirate movies, huh?
I'm not gonna lie. I
still
did.
got 'em?
I did get one of those like warnings that came up on my screen one time, because I used to use like BitTorrent and shit like that a lot, and I fucking wanted to watch Thor, and Disney don't fuck around, and so I got one of those warnings that came up from my internet provider. They were like, "Hey, you downloaded such and such file." Whatever else, they're like, Disney wants us to, shut your shit off now, but we're letting you know right now we're not going to do that, but you don't have another chance.
Yeah, I had to get creative because Disney, they're
fucking good, man.
Their anti-piracy codes were some of the hardest ones.
Yep.
I had to go through a couple different programs and tweak some stuff to.
Yep.
Because there's sometimes you'd rip it and you'd start playing and like, fuck it killed all the English language, so it's like all in Spanish or something like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh man, they're Disney's good, man. They know what the fuck they're doing.
But I stopped doing it mostly because A, streaming services, and B, some of the encryption software, for me to even be able to stay up on it was going to cost money, and I was using all free programs at the time.
Right. Yeah. Well, because when all this stuff started happening, free programs were everywhere. But then it just wasn't worth it. And now we got streaming, and now we pay for ads to stream. And
which is ridiculous.
Which is why I was just thinking, it's like, I kind of want to go back and start watching American Horror Story, but like every 6-7 minutes I'll have a 90-second ad. It's like, fuck.
Is it that? It's not that
See,
bad.
that's the thing is, I don't.
It's wherever there would be a commercial break, is they pop in an ad and it's 90 seconds.
Yeah,
sometimes up to
and
2
it's
minutes.
the same
Yeah, but
fucking ad.
well,
every
that's the
goddamn
problem.
time.
So here's what you don't. I mean, maybe you don't remember it a lot, but that's when there would be ads. You would come back from a show, and it would be 60 seconds worth of a fucking show, and it would go to another 3.5 minutes worth of fucking ads. Now, on the flip side of that, it would be different ads. So at least
you weren't seeing the same fucking
Oh my
ad.
God.
Geico commercials. God, those fucking Geico commercials.
Have you ever
drive me
seen
nuts.
them like back to back too?
Yeah,
Like in the same commercial break, they just play the same commercial over again.
Yeah.
Like,
The Burger King ad.
Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Count it. But I'll tell you, I would have less issue with the ads on our streaming services that we're paying for at the beginning of the show, at the end of the show.
I'd rather watch 2-3 minutes worth of ads at the beginning of an episode, and then not
And
have
then
to
that's it. And then watch the episode.
Yeah.
Especially like HBO has been real bad about, they'll fucking implant them into movies. I'm like, no, fuck you.
I was trying to watch
Play the goddamn ads first or after, and let me watch the movie unbroken.
Oh, there's only two streaming services that I have that have ads. One is fucking Amazon Prime, and that's only because I'm not giving fucking Amazon more goddamn money. In fact, I'm highly contemplating canceling my Amazon Prime anyways. But Fallout Season 2. God damn.
I love the comparison where it's like, Amazon Prime has had like 3 like big shows that all deal with the evils of a major corporation, like
and it's Amazon.
The Boys, iRobot, and Fallout. How
Right.
evil corporations can rule the world and dictate what you watch and whatever on Amazon.
Yeah, and the other one, the other streaming service that I have that has ads is Peacock. Thank you. And that's only because I don't pay for that one. Yeah. Which I'm sure will only be a matter of time before
it'll matter of time before you pay $8 or $10 for with ads.
That's why
I mean the password sharing thing.
Oh, okay.
So the only ones I
Netflix.
don't have ads on
pops up.
is I think I have Netflix without ads.
Bless you.
I have
Disney.
I have their base their first level without ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Disney I have without ads.
Which is fucked up is now they're allowing you to watch Hulu stuff.
But
I know.
Hulu, you still have to watch ads through Hulu.
Fuck yeah, you do.
I know. I'm like, I'm paying for Disney, and I technically, and now I'm paying for Hulu, but they're on the same app.
Yep.
And I don't have to watch ads
matter.
for Disney, but I have to watch ads for
I had
Hulu.
my wife like, oh, maybe this is a
Hell
workaround because we were watching that Nick Trent, and she's like, oh, we'll watch it on
Is it
Disney.
any good?
Yeah, it's a good show.
Okay, I might check that out. But anyways, yeah, no, it fucking knows.
So we're like, oh, cool. She's like, oh, cool. We'll watch it on Disney. That way we can bypass the ads. Nope. Like, well,
I
might as well
was
just fucking
watching,
watch it on Hulu then because it's going to be the same no matter what.
I was watching What We Do in the Shadows. I was starting that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but it's at the beginning of the episode, 90 seconds. 6 minutes in, 90
right.
seconds.
And it's like fuck
18.
me.
I was like, God damn it.
So you said HBO. Your HBO has ads.
Yeah.
It's like in. Yeah, but it's only like a minute, maybe 30 seconds.
No, but that should have pissed me off if you're in the middle of a movie.
Like
at least
like when I
Peacock.
was watching Game of Thrones.
yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
they're
that.
really bad in the like any series,
Just
like,
gets
but the
bright all of a
movies.
sudden.
I think they fixed it with the movies that you're watching an ad at the beginning and then the movie.
That's the way it should be. If
Yeah.
you're gonna watch ads, don't break my fucking movie up.
Right.
Peacock doesn't do that. You'll watch it in the beginning, and that's it.
Yeah,
Are they doing another Twisted Metal? By the way,
yeah,
'Cause that was a good
It's
show.
confirmed for season 2. Really
I thought
pisses
about
me
that.
off. They
It's a good show.
were talking about releasing a new game because they haven't had a new game since Black,
those
which
are
was
fun
I think
games.
for what's it, the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3.
2, I think.
Yeah, so
I've only played the Twisted Metal that came out on the PS1.
So fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't have a PS1 at the time. My grandparents did.
So fucking awesome.
So my brother and I would play it
would-
up in their back room, fucking playing Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I would
staying up till
love-
like midnight, then watch Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Yeah,
Fucking- I loved going over to my grandparents' house.
I would love to play a Twisted Metal game with the current gaming
graphics.
engines. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
But I guess
that
it
was
got put on hold.
Oh, of course it did.
It hasn't been canceled.
Because Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
That's pretty much why everything got put on hold because that game drops. That's all people are going to be doing.
Not me.
What's the big deal about GTA?
GTA's.
GTA,
Pretty-
people are still playing GTA 5.
Oh yeah,
That came out in 2012?
Something like that.
2012.
Yeah, okay, so let's say 12 years. People are still playing
yeah.
it.
No,
and they're
it's-
still coming out with updates.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
It's-
and I think in the next 2 years they're supposed to come out with the next one. Though speaking
no, it's supposed to be this year.
and I think they pushed it back.
Yeah.
They already pushed it back. They announced it, then they pushed it back. But
come out.
Bethesda, who makes Fallout,
Yeah.
they said that they're not even going to consider making the new Fallout game until they finish Skyrim or the new Elder Scrolls.
So I heard that was a good game.
Skyrim?
Elder Scrolls.
It's Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim.
Oh.
And so
Yeah.
everyone just calls it Skyrim, but yeah, that's a great game. It's Fallout-esque.
I never played Skyrim at all.
It's
It's
that
more
open
fantasy
world.
based.
Yeah.
Massive multi. Is it online play only?
No, that's Elder
That's
Scrolls
just-
Online.
Okay.
Yeah, but
basically,
Skyrim
if it's a open world RPG.
Yeah, it's Fallout-esque, kind of that game style. But then, so Bethesda said they're not even going to think about it until they come out with the new Elder Scrolls. But Xbox has been pressuring Bethesda to make the new Fallout because of the series, and then they're willing. Bethesda has been in talks of maybe pushing off another game studio to make the new one, and it would be the same game studio that made New Vegas, which is arguably the best
Reportedly
one.
the best
one in the series.
Fallout.
Yeah.
All right, no, I take it back. The according to Reddit, so I don't know how much I can trust that.
That's all right.
No, Reddit's a reliable
better-
source.
Reddit
It is
better than Wikipedia.
reliable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's been canceled as part of the 900-person layoff Sony announced.
Womp womp womp.
We made all this money. Let's lay people off.
Yes.
Well, I know they delayed the release of PlayStation Pro, the 5 Pro.
I didn't know they were coming out with
They
the
were
5 Pro.
supposed to come out with a whole new console that is
Kind
now
of like
the
the
Pro.
kind of like the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
It's basically the
I
same,
think
but
they
it has a
decided to
little
just
more
go to
updated.
the 6.
That's what I have.
I don't know if they were doing a whole new generation or what, but
I think it's
What's going to piss me off, though, is they're going to do the same thing they've been doing and not make it backwards compatible. So, I'll be stuck with...
it's not
you can-
backwards compatible.
You can play 4.
Yeah.
I can play
PS4
PS4 games backwards
Yes.
compatible with the disc.
Oh.
I
Xbox, you
cannot
can
play
play
PS3.
Xbox, you can play all the way back to the original Xbox
Yeah.
games. Yeah. PlayStation 5, you only play PlayStation 4 games.
And only the early PS4 games, you could play the PS3 discs.
Oh,
So if you wanted to play PS3 games, you have to get a PS4.
Yeah.
Which
See, I skipped
I
the
have
4. I had the
Anyone want
3
a console?
and the video processors. Like the DVD player was fine. Like I could watch movies on it, but it couldn't play video games.
nice.
That's awesome.
so you have a $500 DVD player.
Well, wasn't the 3 the first one that would play Blu-rays?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
the 3.
So
Yeah.
they sunk all their money into making it play Blu-rays.
I had it for years. I mean, it wasn't like, I had it for 6 months and then stopped playing video games. I had it for years, but it went into storage because I hadn't been playing video games for a while.
Yeah.
And brought it out, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna play a game, and bought a game, and
Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm like, this sucks. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's the disc drive. So then I tried it online. A digital game was even worse. Like you'd be walking and be like, did.
Oh, the lag.
It wasn't lag. The processor
Was just that bad.
glitching. It was
Yeah.
bad.
So my buddies
Maybe it's just
try to play
you.
Starfield on his PC.
Okay.
He updated everything like 2 or 3 generations above like even like the minimal requirement and
Yeah.
the recommended requirement. He got to in Starfield where there's just a guy, like you walk in that first cave thing and there's just a guy holding that laser gun.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Holy fuck. That's
Yeah.
the very beginning of
That's
the game.
2 minutes into the game. You load up the game and then you start playing and then that's it. That's as far as he gets.
Huh.
So he has vowed never to play it.
Well,
So
I can
and he's not going to buy an Xbox
I can
just to
play it. I can play it
Starfield.
on my Xbox. So
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not going to play it. So
I don't play games.
I had an issue with Baldur's Gate 3. For early on, you could play side by side, so me and my daughter could play together. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden they
Like
did an
co-op?
update. Yeah. And all of a sudden they did an update, and now I can't play. You can still play online with multiple players, but for some reason,
there's no like
it's-
in-house co-op fucking
yeah,
mode.
it's still there.
kinda
It just
like Call of
it's
Duty.
glitchy.
It
So
does.
I haven't played in a while. Maybe they've updated it since then, but
That's shitty.
because me and my daughter were having a blast, just
Yeah,
playing
playing.
a video game together.
Yeah. Well,
Habit.
I suppose we're getting to about that time. So
Yeah, I got
once we start talking about video games, that's
I know.
start running.
I know. Redbeard, you need to buy a bike.
I know.
It's okay.
31,
I'm just gonna cry.
you
every day
don't.
until I-
That's fine. You can just carry all our gear.
Or you can help finance putting a sidecar on.
Nope.
Oh, you'd ride in the sidecar though.
I would, but I'm not financing it.
I said help
But
finance.
do you
not pay for the whole
trust
thing.
him?
I saw a video and I told him about it. It was a guy riding on a cruiser, and it was a guy driving and a guy riding on a cruiser. And he goes, "This is how you ride, bitch, on a cruiser with another guy." And he just turned all the way around.
So back to back.
So he was.
So we
ba-
don't
you
even
guys,
need a
like back to
sidecar.
back.
Oh, he's swinging
And
his
his legs are just kind of like out, and he's playing on his phone. He's
He can also
He's
warn
leaning
you
on
if
the
someone's
fucking,
about to rear end you.
yeah.
You don't even need to use your mirrors anymore.
and then that's where we'll mount the mod deuce and go pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
Yeah, just swap out the back.
The backrest for a mount.
Plus, if you're ever just trying to catch up with us, he can just shoot that and it give you that boost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just have a flamethrower
Oh,
on
that'd be
it.
hilarious.
And-
I just start catching up to you.
There is a
I'm catching up
flamethrower
to you.
And
I'm moving incrementally.
and I'm not sure you'd have to be
like you're
worried about
glitching.
being pulled over.
I'll have my own 5-star. It would be just like GTA.
I'm just saying, it looked like a really cool way for someone to ride bitch. And it's not really possible on our motorcycles, so
Not really on mine either.
he would definitely fall
My
off.
back
Do you at
seat's
least have a
about this
backrest?
big.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then he'd be fine because he just put his chest on it.
Or you could just ride bitch.
Yeah, or you can get over yourself.
I mean, I go for it.
I'm more
You'll be
concerned
touching
about like
asses.
his where
Hey,
he's gonna
it's
put his
either
legs.
pole to pole or hole to hole. You can't do hole to pole.
He can rest them on top of your like saddlebags,
Oh yeah, I guess.
and then he's got like built-in fucking leg rests, basically. Like shit.
Yeah.
Let me get my proper license because I'm not supposed to have riders.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I doubt the cop's gonna stop you.
So
Oh, I'm pretty sure
They
they will.
might
Like,
stop it just to get on the dash cam just to prove it happened.
speaking of proper licenses, congratulations, Redbeard, on your permit.
Oh, thank you.
Fat clap. Fat claps.
Now I just need you guys to get your fucking endorsement so we can go rip down the highway.
I already
Yeah.
paid for
We
it.
can
It's
still do
scheduled,
that.
so
You're in. Okay, great.
Yeah, I don't care.
Because I've been really careful with Florida Man to.
I mean, if it happens, I don't give a
Well, no,
fuck.
I hit the highway that one day and I'm like, fuck, because the road literally just.
My first time going out with them.
I would just make the excuse that I didn't know where we were going, and I'm just following these guys.
Yeah.
And we ended up on the highway. I'm sorry. We'll get off.
Follow the leader.
I mean, we
Papa
wouldn't.
Smurf's in charge.
We wouldn't be on very long. We weren't on 30 very long. We were riding way the fuck out,
And sometimes you don't really have a choice. If we got to get on real quick, we got to get on real quick.
and
There's
it
some
literally
people
like the
that live
road
off
fucking
the
dead
highway.
ended. It didn't. There was no signs that even
Yeah.
said, "Hey, dumb fuck, like can't do this." Literally, it was
Yeah.
like a 15-foot on ramp.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Just like that. And I was like, well, shit.
Here we go.
Luckily,
as
it
long
was.
as you're not drawing attention to yourself,
well,
Pretty much.
And it was kind of in that section where, there are cross streets and things like that.
Yeah.
And so it's like, is this a highway? Is it not?
Oh, over there on yeah.
So it's like,
this a highway?
I don't know.
Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long.
Now that I think we need a wrap.
If
All
you're
right, so
going-
on that note,
Fix my tally.
we will wrap this up. I don't think we offended anyone today.
No,
sadly.
Ever since previous comments.
Oh yeah, speaking of somebody in Washington D.C. downloaded our last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might be on the FBI watch list now.
Well, we were already pretty sure the NSA was listening, so.
Yeah, well, I think it's confirmed now.
Very good. Hey, welcome. Welcome from Washington, D.C. Welcome. Listen again. Anyways, so we don't have much to tally. How many times did we sing together, though?
I counted 7.
7?
7 times.
Let's make it 8.
Well, we did have a lot of talking about music today, so it kind of makes sense.
That is true.
I didn't count the Metallica. Bam, bam, bam. I didn't count.
Well, that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
And then Papa Smurf, you doxed twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
What the fuck,
We also
man?
didn't talk about Florida Man's man-eating birds that he was going to bring up from
shit.
last time.
Fuck!
Yeah, and then I had
I'll do
a
more
note.
research on it.
I made a note, something to talk about. We didn't talk about that. It's fine.
We'll just
I
save
think
it
we
for
need to
next time.
discuss those things before we start recording, so what's fresh
Yeah.
in our minds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know
yeah.
that we need to talk about it.
At least bring them up a
Which
little
is
bit.
why I write them on the board.
Yeah.
As soon as I find them, I just go downstairs, write them on the board, so I remember it. But
Yeah.
we just never get to it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
You
We talked
mentioned
about-
the one time we need to start bringing notes and stuff to talk about.
I have them in my phone.
I know.
That's what
I
I'm
have
saying is
TikTok
if-
saved that we
if-
could talk about shit.
Before we put the headphones on and start recording, we bring them up real quick as
Yeah.
a group, so that we like, oh yeah, we need to talk about this today.
Like I have like
to talk
3
about it.
hypotheticals that I think will lead to a great
Oh,
discussion.
great. Perfect. Okay, so we do need to hit some of
Yeah.
that stuff. And but we are 2 hours and 20 minutes in right now, so, that's pretty far.
What the fuck, TikTok? Hobo?
TikTok? TikTok Anonymous?
There.
God.
TikTok. TikTok Anonymous.
It's hip hop. Hip hop.
Fuck you, why does he get all the easy ones?
So anyways, so yeah, we're gonna get going. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, this will be hopefully the last time that we're delayed this, because this is gonna be the
we should be
second-
back on normal.
Yeah, Mother's Day though. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that we'll talk about it and we'll try and figure something
I'm
out.
not available the next weekend.
Well, the next weekend wouldn't be the weekend to do it.
Right.
So,
And then the following weekend, it would be right before the surgery.
well, before that's good, not after.
Surgery's on a Tuesday, so I'll be plenty flying by the
I'm just saying, you could be flying high and do the podcast. It's fucking cool.
High on ice. Oh, there's another one.
Okay, so there's your 8. Yay! So we've made it 8 to sing-alongs, and that's the only thing we have to tally today, isn't it?
And your docking.
Yeah, my docking.
Hope he's not docking.
Right now? Right here? No, I'm not. Okay, I do have to piss.
Docking with yourself.
I do have to piss. So this is another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I was your host, Papa Smurf.
I'm the Viking.
I be Redbeard.
Yeah.
I am Florida man.
I'm 31.
Reach out.
Touch face.
Bye.